Dragons yesterday. on the next level, yeah. 절대적 룰을 지켜 내 손을 놓지 마라. 결속은 나의 무기. 광야로 걸어가 알아 내 home ground. 위협에 맞서서 제껴라 제껴라 제껴라. 상상도 못한 blackout. You can keep going like too hot too hot. 맞잡은 손을 놓자 난 절대 포기 못해. I'm on the next level. 저 너머의 문을 열어 next level. 널 결국엔 내가 부셔 next level. 코스모에 탈 때까지 next level. 지켜라 지켜라 지켜라. 라라라라라라 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 라라라라라. I see the new info. 적대적인 고난과 슬픔 널 덮아 벤진화시켜. That's my novice, it's my novice. You lead, we follow. 감정들을 배운다. Watch me while I make it out. Watch me while I work it out. Watch me while I make it out. Watch me while I work it out. Work it, work it, work it out. 건강할 수 없는 절망도 내 믿음을 깨지 못해. 더 아픈 시련들마저도 난 잡은 손 놓지 않을게. Oh. Beat drop. Novice calling. 절대로 뒤를 돌아보지 마라. 광야의 곁을 내지 마라. 약속이 깨지면 모두 걷잡을 수 없게 돼. 언제부턴가 불어내지 않은 신호. 널 파괴하고 말 거야. Come on, show me the way to go some more. Yeah, yeah. 블랙맘과 만들어낸 광각 quest. 에스파이로 분리시켜 목표 원해. 그래 중심을 잃고 목소리도 잃고 비난받고 사람들과 멀어지는 착각 속에 나비수리 아이들을 불러봐. 에스파의 next level pulse를 열어봐. 이건 real world 깨어났어. We against the feeling. What's the name? 블랙맘 봐. 결국 난 문을 열어. 그 빛은 내게 fire. Too hot, too hot. 난 궁금해 미치겠어. 이 다음에 펼칠 story. I'm on the next level. 저 너머의 문을 열어 next level. 널 결국엔 내가 부셔.
Hello? Alright, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fierce Rumble Organization Gathering Cup, aka the Frog Cup. Very organic name. So, personally, I love watching solos, but since we don't have a lot of solos tournament, I figured, hey, why don't I organize one myself, basically. So, this is my first serious tournament that I'm hosting, so I want to request anybody watching, please give me some feedback or tell me if the sound is wrong or if something's wrong with the stream so I can improve it. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say, so just tell me when something's wrong. And other than that, I have a good friend here, my fellow caster Fishy, that agreed to help me out. Welcome, Fishy.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Is there anything you would like to say to introduce yourself?
I'm Fishy Fishy, a former Nadine aficionado. Now Nadine, like I broke up with Nadine. Theodore is my new best friend.
Wait,
And
this is so fucked up, actually.
even though I'm more of a team mode enjoyer, I especially like spectating solos. So, like spectating these 18 great players in EU is super fun. I'm gonna look forward to it because we have quite a lot of really big names here. And let's see how it goes. It's gonna be 5 games. Anything goes, like no enter OTP or anything, so they can really just show what they're made of.
Yes, very exciting. We haven't had an EU, like a proper EU solos in a while, so I'm excited to watch. It's nice being the one that's like watching this time and like working behind the scenes rather than playing the games. It's a different vibe, to be sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Should we have a quick look at our players?
Yeah, definitely. Go into
Let's
it.
swap to the game screen. Oh, then I actually have to open the game. That's crazy. There we go. All right, so we have FD. We'll just do I guess a small rundown for everybody. So FD is our #1 ranked at the moment, as far as I'm aware. Very talented.
It's actually in order.
Yes, it is in order of ranks here as well. So
I see. Makes sense.
you can tell who's the favorites and who might not be as much favorite just by looking at the lobby order. We've got FD, talented Dylem player, Alert92, also known as OMK for others that might be unaware. Most talented Shuichi player I've seen in a while. We have Yujio, I think known for playing Leon, but also just a variety of characters. Arcas, our last season's rank 1, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
For the most part, we have Baumi, somewhat new. You know what? In saying this, it's probably all my perspective because I don't know how new Baumi is at all, to be honest. But playing a lot of Sua this season and having good success. Chandre, our favorite Nathapon player. We've got Bravery, our resident Chloe player. Quilt, our resident Jackie player. Daniel's Deadly Cut, one of our Daniel players on the region.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, that's truly unpredictable. We have Baek, who's known for playing Camilo. Pasi, I truly don't know what Pasi wants to play because he plays basically anything and
Yeah,
everything.
Fuzzy's actually a wild card. He can play a lot of different characters, so it's going to be super exciting to see what he's going to pull out this time.
Yes, I'm interested. We've got Lusanide, who at the moment is playing a lot of Lian, but has
Yeah.
also been known to play, I don't know if this is the correct term anymore, but Microwave Barbara is what it used to be called. I don't know if that still counts as the name, but maybe we'll see that today. We have Stimoro, our cracked Estelle player. Unlighted. Unlighted, I think, also plays a variety of characters, so I can't call anything specific out there. Same for JP1, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he plays William sometimes.
Also enjoys Cicella a lot, like one of the few Sus enjoyers.
Oh, really? I didn't.
But I don't think so unranked. It's like we're just gonna surprise ourselves and see what they're gonna
Yes.
pick.
We've got Momo coming back here. I haven't seen Momo in a long time, but used to be very cracked on Hyunwoo, so I'm excited to see if that's gonna happen.
Also good on Piolo, I think.
Yes, also true. We've got Val, and he played a lot of Dagger Shukai in recent times, but I'm not sure if we're gonna be seeing that today.
Yeah, he's been more for like a team mode player, like playing stuff like Johan and Theodore in team modes. So it's gonna be exciting what he brings in solos. And yeah, he actually played a lot of Shukai, for example.
Yes, and he of course could not miss the Frog Cup. And then finally we've got Ashen, and I have to be honest, I am not familiar with Ashen, so I'm excited to see what he will bring out today.
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, shall we get into it then?
Yeah, I think all of the players are already like waiting to get into it. I'm just gonna do like a quick ready check just in case.
Yes, please.
But other than that, I think we can go into it. And yeah, as you said, like especially like if someone's like on the quote unquote like lower end in here, like not like the super top highest ranked, they can like it's like their place to actually show now because they can actually just perform much higher than they are expected to be. Like they don't have high expectations, but they can still just really roll these lobbies and like show what they're made of.
Yes.
All right, but I think I will start into the lobby then.
Go ahead. All right, let's see here then.
Okay.
So far.
Oh, Val actually instantly on the Johan.
Okay. He did ask me before the tournament if it was okay if he played Johan today, and I did give him permission for that.
I mean, why not? There's actually like, a lot of interesting picks because like there's definitely some we were like, okay, like Aloy is on his Shuichi, Chandra is on his Nathapon, Baumi on his Sua, right? But there's also like a lot of spicy picks and some that like players have like recently been learning. For example, like Quilt has been playing the Crit Alex for a lot of time. When they were actually like when they used to be like a Jackie OTP rather. Like now actually on the Alex, also super interesting.
True,
And I
that
liked
is-
it on the recent Vanya. It's also nice.
Yeah, I also see here Arc on Ekion. Arc also has like a wide variety of picks, Ekion being one of them in recent times, so that's interesting. The Vanya, like you said, also very interesting, and for the rest, I think a lot of these are quite standard picks.
Yeah.
So, Fishy, what are you looking for here? What are you expecting?
Actually, the first game is always like one where a lot of people try to like figure out how the lobby goes. Like for example, like do I want to contest Alpha, for example? Like if there's like a big bonanza like with like 6 people on Alpha, then maybe someone's gonna go like, okay, well next game I'm just gonna go for a battle zone instead. So game one is still like a lot of experimentation.
Yeah.
And I don't like it could literally be anything. And yeah, we just have to see it from here, how this first game plays out, because it will definitely like lead us into the further games.
Important to note as well, because viewers will probably not expect this, but the format here does give 1 point per battle zone kill. So battle zone kills are also still important. 5 points for field kills and 1 point for battle zone kills. So it's not as important, of course, but it's still, who knows? Maybe it makes a difference.
Yeah, it could still be a tiebreaker, definitely.
All right, then let's see if we're gonna load in soon.
The EU classic. Actually, let's also see if we do have to do like a restart or something, because we never know. Like that's like the trademark of good EU tournaments. Like there always has to be one lobby that has to be remade. Like there's always something. Like either like some kind of bug or like a DC. And let's see. Maybe we can actually do it without one.
It's a good point. I forgot that I also have to be watching for that.
But so far, seems like we're actually loading in.
Yes, looks like we're good to go.
Alright, already like 5 people in hotel. The classic. Like, so many people on top of each other.
It does look like hotel is quite full.
I felt like, especially recently, like there have been like a lot of routes that are just like eligible on like so many characters, for example. Like I don't know if you know it well, but for especially for like love characters, there's like this like archery hotel and pawned hospital route, for example, where you can run a ton of items.
It looks like Momo might be doing that right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think he is. Like he's going from hotel to pawned and probably like hospital into archery or something.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
also like heavily cluttered is like this uptown cluster. Like at the top of uptown, because a ton of people want to like go from beach to uptown or like from forest to uptown, and then it's always looted.
Yeah, those are like the points where a lot of routes convert because they are just universally like the best ways to route, basically.
Exactly. Because it's just in between of 2 zones. I'm actually gonna be like super excited to see how this will play out with the new map, because the new map is gonna change a lot of that. For example, like if you go from dock to uptown now, it's like a super long way, right? Like there's no TP anywhere close, you just walk a long time. But if they like add the, what's it called, like the warehouse at dock, for example?
Yeah.
That could be like a totally new thing, like change up the routing. It's gonna be super exciting.
Yeah, also the like new speed zones and stuff that will be essentially introduced into where old zones are. I hope it does shake it up a bit, because it would help. I think finding new routes and doing new routes is very important for keeping this game fresh, personally speaking, as well as somebody who loves making routes. So also I'm watching here for our Nathapon, commonly known as a greeting character. But it seems like right now he's not finding anybody, which is unfortunate for the early game.
Yeah, he has like a super fast build, which gives him like plenty of time to try and look for early kills, because his build was finished just that early. But now he's just gonna wait the wolves. Yeah, fight an archer, actually Yu-Gi-Oh going in with his ultimate gets Momo quite low, but still gives a space to Momo. Really respects the Yanwu player, because he knows that Momo could actually still turn this fight around.
Yes,
even though both only had 5 items.
Momo might be in danger here because he does not have his boots finished, but it looks like Yu-Gi-Oh prefers to just farm. Although I like that Momo is still contesting this. even without finishing his boots.
Yeah, he seems really stubborn about these wolves, not wanting to give them away. He's actually resting. Does he want to keep fighting this? Because I think Yuji's about to leave.
It does look like it. Maybe he just wants leather for his boots. It looks like that is the case.
He's going back in. Like, Yuji is actually going back in. Nice, you see him into an instant stun. Like, Momo playing this really, really well, seeing it all come, like, seeing it all before it happens.
They're both being very patient.
Like, playing in symbiosis here. Like,
this is the glove characters converging on one objective. Well, it looks like Yu-Gi-Oh ends up picking it up.
he will actually be able to finish off the kill. Looking at the objectives, as the trees and meteors have been spawning in the meantime, Arki was actually already able to pick up a cube watch from himself with the meteor. Even though Akion isn't like usually the strongest without his purple weapon, but this is gonna be super important for him on this auto attack build with the Death Adder to get this cube watch for stronger auto hits. Already sees Bravery Charm, but I think they just want to TP out and they will just let them do just that.
Yep.
FD also looking to fight against Ashen in Beach. He did get the Kiara ult out and is trying to close in now. He still has his ult up. If he can hit the ult, it could actually be a kill, but Ashen is also dealing a lot of damage with his abilities.
It looks like Ashen might be in danger here. Although it looks like Daniel's Deadly Cut is not willing to chase. Ashen
we'll just
also
wait
did
for
get
more.
the tree in Cemetery, and I think that Baomi on the Sua got the tree in Temple.
Yeah, for his horrors.
Looks like the battle still continues in Beach. A little bit of poking. Alright, but that does mean that Ashen is in a good spot here for the early game.
It's actually a super interesting pickup. Quilt actually picked up the other meteorite and rushed a Sultan, which you don't see that often, but it really makes it easier for him to actually stick to the enemy, because it gives so much movement speed. If you're melee and you activate the sprint, it gives you 0.6 movement speed, which is actually crazy.
Yeah, that's a very solid choice, not only for chasing, like you said, which I feel like can be the difficulty of the AA Alex sometimes, but it also makes him even safer on the escape. Like the taunt into just running away at light speed.
Yeah.
Looks like we're setting up for battle zones here.
The zones
JP
are about to form.
Oh, okay. Quilt and Baomi are fighting already.
Fighting already, but this, no one is going to die before the battle zone starts. Quilt actually dropping his EMP Barrage now, but Baomi is going to be able to dash out of it. So they will just leave it at that.
Looks like Ashen and Tomorrow are fighting outside the battle zone right now.
Oh, actually, the Ashen's gonna get dangerously low tomorrow. Yeah, the Healy attack actually hits with the slow, and that's actually gonna help him to close out the kill, which means tomorrow's gonna get his first kill. And yeah, now we're just gonna have so many battle zone fights at the same time.
Yes, we are. In Pond, it looks like it's going down right now. 3 people on top of each other. Looks like Bravery is going to... Okay, survive longer than I thought, but he's in trouble with his low HP. Oh, never mind.
The Varg just dancing around the whole time, like I thought he would be dead for sure, but he's still surviving. But now Arki is actually going to be able to finish the kill off. Now it's just him and Lusanide remaining in this pond zone. While over in Chapel, we have Baomi against Unlighted actually, yeah. Because Quilt did die there. So it's gonna be a 2v2 in the battle zones, which are still going. Like meanwhile, Alpha is already like long and gone. I think FD was able to put it up, to pick it up. Yeah, Baomi and Unlighted like jousting a bit, but actually now Baomi about to go in. It's a really nice Q. Misses the E though. Unlighted is going to be able to heal up because if this Vanya sticks to you, she's gonna deal so much damage over time and just keep healing herself up the whole time with the Empiric. He's actually doing this really nicely. He's like dodging a lot of shots. But will he put into Drowsy now? Actually, no. The CC delays it for a bit, but now the huge burst comes in. But the thing is, can Unlighted actually finish off the kill before he explodes? And the Sua, like, Baomi is dealing so much damage and actually manages to walk it off.
That was
when he pops the timer.
That was
actually a roller coaster.
Interesting fight. Yeah, that was. I did not expect it to be that close, but props to both of them for.
Yeah, not bad.
For that fight.
And over in Pond, Arki was also able to win the battle zone for himself and picks up a Mithril, which is gonna be a Myth Helm for him. Gonna make him really, really tanky early on. And actually also, JP1 does die in Hotel to Daniel's Deadly Cut.
Looks like that might have been like a bit of a bigger fight with the Leon and the Dylin around as well.
Yeah, they were actually ordering, and Yuji was able to snack the upgraded weapon from the body from JP1. and took the meteorite to make some blade boots. Now walks into Val with his...
Stimoro and Unlighted fighting in Factory.
Oh.
Quite close.
Hit the drowsy, but I don't think it's enough damage. Yes, Stimoro is just way too tanky. Doesn't even get phased by the damage from Unlighted.
It's a very interesting build I'm seeing on Stimoro here. I don't think I've ever seen something like this before. Oh wait, Quilt also going low.
Actually, decides to go back in, and with a really nice parry, like moves back into the EMP barrage, and because Bayek needs to tank all of these EMP shots, is actually enough to turn the fight around. Like a really nice play from Quilt here. Also gets the Samadhi Fire, and that means he's gonna get a Levitine, which is also an insane amount of auto attack damage.
Yeah, I think...
Oh.
Personally speaking, getting the upgrade on Alex is somewhat the hardest part of playing him, so I think the more he gets, he will become a very, very dangerous force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, definitely. Chandra was actually also chasing Arki into Pond, forced him to burn some Red Timer there. Sadly missed the ult because Arki was able to dash out, but Arki already out on 3 transitions, looking really, really strong with this crit Death Adder build.
That's the arc we know.
Already in like a leading position in this lobby. Also really strong is gonna be Baumi, who's already on 2 transitions, but over in Dock, Bravery Chan gets gone on by Baumi, manages to kill the Nina, hits 1 Q. He's gonna have another RQ in a second. No, actually just plays it safe and CC immunes himself. Oh, actually plays around the walls now, thinks that Bravery might be going back in, but a double dash, instantly able to close the distance again. Just gonna ring around the Rosie for a bit, misses the Q. Like, Bravery is just really trying to, to buy some time to get Nina back, and he will. But he's still low. Like, can Nina help him just get this pesky Zero off himself? And really nice CC immune from Baumi, but I think, is he gonna keep chasing this? He will, actually. He's gonna have another RE in a second.
If Quilt turns around, the Bravery will... Oh, it looks like our Johan has fallen as well, unfortunately.
Yeah. Just a quick death to Yuju. Sadly enough. It's also gonna be tough for him because Yuju did have the blade boots, so like the anti-heal is gonna make it easier for him to actually burst through Val's healing. But yeah, the fight just keeps continuing. Bravery is kind of stuck in the corner here, and if Quilt knows this, he knows.
Yeah.
Like there's nowhere to go for him now. Like Bravery's just kind of stuck. And it's gonna be a matter like who gets the kill now. He's actually gonna even drop the EMP barrage. Uses the Chloe ult to just buy some more time, but he will end up falling to Quilt. But now Quilt also used his stuff up, and Baumi will try to finish this fight. Needs a lot of damage, a really nice parry, but it's still just so much damage coming out from the sewer, and it's just no shot. Will be a kill for him.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there's just so much non-stop action happening because also the battle zone started again.
Yeah. I feel sorry for Bravery who got chased so long.
Yeah. And also teamed on.
But I guess it paid off for both Quilt and Baumi, so there you have it. Elord with his classic, very clean Shuichi combos.
But I lot of kills in the battle zone, but now his ult is down, which is like super important for him, especially against this Tomorrow, because Tomorrow is just gonna tank everything. Let's see. Like I think Tomorrow knows this. He's going to try and go in for the fight now. Actually, he's just gonna play it safer now. He's gonna get some
Baumi
time
also
back.
battling on beach outside of battle zones. And Baumi doing very well, bullying Arc out.
Yeah, he needs to commit his second dash from the ult pop to just get away, but gets hit by 1 Q, by 2 Qs, and he's already so low now. If Baumi can keep the chase on, because now he's exuviated.
I'm sure Baumi can keep chasing this.
Yeah, this Akion is slower now, because he's exuviated. And Baumi is gonna have another dash up in just a few seconds. The Q doesn't hit quite yet. Oh, Aki actually, he knows this. The one big enemy of Suo, the wall. And actually just jumps the wall and makes it out really smoothly played. At the same time, also Elord ends up falling. Like he actually got his ult back, but it wasn't quite enough. So we're just able to tank it all. And gets the battle zone for himself. And will get himself a force core, right? Like he actually was able to get a force core. That means he's gonna get the Tellurian timepiece, which is huge for this Astel.
That's indeed Stimoro looking quite solid here.
Baumi is also getting a force core at the same time though in Hotel. See, it should be... Yeah, it's also gonna be a Tellurian for him as well. So both of them, like, even though the M characters, their auto attacks are gonna hurt so much if you stick close to them.
It looks like Chandra also is very good loadout.
Oh, over in Hospital, Arki going in on Yuji. Yuji actually manages to dive out. And dodge a lot of the damage, but Arky dealing so much damage with these Death Adder auto hits. But will be exuviated, which means he has to refrain from fighting for just a bit. While Yuji was crafting his stuff, he actually saved up all the way for a VF Blood and get his Queen of Hearts, which is super important for this Leon, so he can get more rotations. Now over in school, Pussy's trying to contest Stimoro on the Meteorite. Pops his Diamond Shard and goes in with the ult, but Stimoro, once again, just not taking that much damage. Pops his greedy attack and gets out of shield back, but now, over time, these auto attacks from Pussy are actually gonna hurt a lot, but still, it's so close, but Stimoro will get yet another kill. 4 kills on him already. And another item coming in soon. Also actually takes the Omerta, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, I don't know how to, how to pronounce it, the item, from this AP Fiora. And now that's just a huge fight around Wick and FD. I don't think you want to be there. GP's in exactly between Arky and Baumi and instantly just jumps out and burns some red timer to get out of here. Because there's so many people in factory around this Wick. But no one actually taking it just yet because there's just so much danger around.
I wonder how this will work out, because they're all pushing towards the Nathapon together with the Wig.
Oh, this might be caught there.
This might be big for Ark.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chandri
nobody
actually,
really goes on him?
Chandri not able to get the pick yet. And Arky is rather low, but he will be able to just rest up again. Now stuck against FD, and FD dealing so much damage, and he hasn't even ulted yet. But he will keep it cool and not use the ult just yet, because he might just need it at any second now.
It looks like Ark's out of his dangerous position mainly. As Wick falls to Sua.
Lusanide actually doing a nice dodge against Chandri's E. Will be able to get out of the panorama, dealing so much damage, but now is at the end of his R range. Able to just get out, and the F-stop misses. Could have been a kill for Chandri, but I think Lusanide is gonna be able to make it out now.
Yep.
We'll just try to run out. And yeah, Baumi did get the Wick buff, the last hit, and the blood as well. Which is gonna mean he also will be able to get a Quo, and if you've seen Suas with Exodia, like, this is so scary. Like, not even the auto attackers are gonna have a good time against this. It's gonna be disgusting.
Looks like, I mean, looking at the matchups, I would say there's a lot of good stuff for Sua here as well. So it looks like Baumi really is in the driving seat right now.
Yeah. FD also fighting against Susanide, who did pop the Ghost Form. Trying to just stick to this Dalin, but he's so mobile. Actually able to get out. Walks into Alot now, and he doesn't have Q up. He's just contemplating, like, do I need to use R? Do I need? It seems like, yeah, he can actually just wait for another Q and doesn't have to burn his R. FD playing this super patiently.
You will have to burn a lot of timer for that, but I guess it's more important to live regardless. Bit of a tough spot getting chased into the Shuichi there. Looks like also on the other side of the map, Daniel's Deadly Cut went down.
Hirosanita actually going in on Alot, misses the Q though, and I think he's just gonna give up the chase immediately. Because the hand did not connect. And yeah, I'm sorry, I actually also missed it. Who did Daniel's Deadly Cut fall to? I didn't actually see it.
I think... I don't remember who he fell to, but I did see that there were a lot of people in hotel after that, so it might have been a little bit of a getting pressured into a bad spot situation.
Yeah. Chandri also going in on Stimoro, actually manages a nice panorama, and there's so much damage, and actually finishes him off. He's able to burst through Stimoro and his ultimate. Actually, no, he didn't use the ultimate, I think. I don't think he actually saw the burst coming. Like, Chandra dealing so much damage, actually, with this ultraviolet.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Unfortunately, I didn't see it. But yeah, I am surprised that he managed to do that.
It was such a fast fight. I actually also didn't think that. Like, usually Estelle fights are rather long. This was just an actual burst. I've never seen an Estelle be bursted like that. Now Baumi going in onto Arky. Oh, hits the E just while Arky was trying to dash out. But still, Arky plays it nicely. Like, waits for his bar to move up, so he can actually get his E reset. And then double dashes away. Right now? Yeah, also Yujo, like, in the middle of two people, but manages to dive out.
Oh, he might be able to go back in onto FD to get the revenge.
Yeah, because FD's kind of stuck between the two of them. But he still has his ult though. FD, he's never committing to this ult. He's always keeping it just in case he needs it. And will actually be able to just move out, place some claymores, probably just, rest down here.
Amazingly, no one dies. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, same. I thought like someone had to die there, but just no. They're really playing this safely, so they are not like at the short end of the stick where they got the third party on themselves. Oh, Chandra also setting up in Uptown. He's ready. He's ready. Like the zones are going to close out, and Uptown's going to be the last one. So if he can catch someone coming in from beach, that could be huge.
Yuji are also trying to bully out Lusanade right now. But the
That's
ult
probably
is
ultimate
now
though,
blocked.
and you know, like this character is so deceptively tanky. When she hops the ult, like look at this life stat. She's already back to full HP.
I think Lusanade will be in trouble now because they know he
Yeah.
doesn't have ults.
FD knows this is going to try and close the kill in. And this time he will actually use the ult, and it is going to be enough if he gets his first kill.
At the
And
same
not also
time, yeah,
dashing out. Yeah, he will be able to get out from Arki. And also Chande was also not able to get a jump on Baumi, who's also just, yeah, an absolute menace right now. And now let's see. We still have 5 people remaining, so they are definitely going to be fights in these vital zones. And let's see who is going to set up and which one, because this could really be fatal. Like if you move into one of these battle zones late, you're going to really have a problem.
I think especially Nathapon needs to get a foothold somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
And FD as well, because his timer is probably one of the lowest at the moment. So we'll see. Also, FD does seem to be among the weakest with items, unfortunately.
Yeah, I did check the timers, and Baumi actually has the biggest one by quite a margin. And FD has the lowest, but he still has 34 seconds. That's not that bad. He definitely has leeway to make some mistakes and like go back out and rest for a bit.
I did
But
think
let's
he
see
would
now.
have a lot lower because of the 2
Yeah,
times
he,
he has
he
to go
did, he
into
did get a
red.
kill though. He did get a kill though. And you always get time before it even starts. Okay,
That's
Arki now.
true.
Yeah, about to be enraged, but does set up here with his DGs in the upper zone. It's actually just him in there. Chandra kind of stuck in the middle, doesn't really know where to go just yet. And Baumi on the sewer just confidently sitting into the lower one.
I think
He does have
Chandra-
Elot below him though, like Elot is below him.
He might be able to pull something off here as the Nathapon because these zones are not too bad for him. Also the bear meddling.
He does get jumped on though.
It looks
Oh,
like
he's just dealing so much damage. A Q and Arki tries to snatch the kill, but I think it will actually go to Baumi. And it did actually go to Arki, and now Baumi actually taking a ton of damage from this Ekion. Will be able to survive it, misses the Q, a nice dash from Arki, and this is actually enough to fell the mighty beast. Arki gets the kill on the sewer, and is now looking to fight a final 1v1 against Alot. I think they both have enough time to just wait until final zone
I
and
would
juke
say
it all out in a final 1v1. It was actually pretty messy because, yeah, Baumi actually, he was the one to engage first, but that also meant that he was stuck in the fight and did take a lot of damage from 2 different foes at the same time and ended up going down because Arki had such, like Arki was the one who was solo in his zone, so he was able to choose when to go in.
Yeah.
And actually stole the kill and got the last hit on Baumi, which is just incredibly huge. And is now going to the final 1v1. And not actually instantly going in, dealing a good amount of damage. But knows that
Okay.
Ekion will dash out and doesn't commit just as hard yet.
That does put his dagger skill on quite some cooldown, which might spell trouble for him.
He's also, yeah, he's getting some cams. Probably waiting to, Q off the check-in to get his Q2. And go in.
I think with the timer advantage, Ark can play quite defensively here. Although the longer he waits, the more of a problem it becomes as well.
Yeah, Elot is just prepping. Because he knows that once he presses his R, it has to be a full-on engage. There's a really nice combo, but Arki not able to get out again, and he dashes back into the DG though, and the DG is gonna save his life. Oh no, if the DG had not been there, Elot could have dashed again, and this would have been a kill for sure, but Arki with the DG is just saving his life. But the thing is, he has to go back in now, because his timer is ticking down.
The problem is now Elort really doesn't... Oh, actually his ult is on 7 seconds, which is a lot lower than I thought it would be. If he can
just wants to
survive
buy
that,
time.
he wins.
He just wants to buy time. He just wants to buy time and get his ult back, and now his ult is back. Dashes through him. Yep, presses the ult, and I think this should be it. Elot playing it nice and smooth, and is able to win the first lobby.
There it is. That's our resident Shuichi expert. Alright, I will need a little bit of time to process the scores because the scorekeeping wasn't quite as easy as I had myself predicted it.
Yeah, there was just so much happening, just like no downtime to keep track of on anything. Just So much action, but that's actually what we like to see, and that's what I love about solo so much, because there's like so many fights at the same time. Like while in squads you might have like more of like, let's say like formations, like a squad of 3 moving around, right? Solos just has so much non-stop action, and especially the final zones are just total nail biters, because everyone needs to like watch out for themselves. Like how can I survive, but also like maybe like get a kill, get those points in. And
Yeah,
a lot able to come out on top at the very end.
I did not think that Shuichi would be able to beat the Ekion, to be honest, but I'm pleasantly surprised to see he was able to. I guess the
Yeah,
final
same.
zone there helping out with his items a bit as well, as he was behind comparatively in comparison to some of the others.
Yeah. He did have high mastery though, and it actually like ended the game at a perfect 20 weapon mastery. But yeah, like I think the matchup could be really rough for him, because he knows that Ekion can just always dash out when when like Ekion commits sorry, when Shoichi commits to his ultimate, right? But he played this like really, really smoothly, like always checking for the reaction of Arki, and then only really commits when Arki also commits. So he can like get the most value out of his ultimate as possible. And that's just what we like to see. That's just so much mastery from these people on their characters. Like a lot of people have been playing these characters for so long now. Like they know everything, like every nook and cranny of this character. And like Elo just shows how good he is. Like, and it's always so nice to see. Like I think everyone agrees that Shoichi is always like a treat to watch, right? And especially like Elot can show off so well with this character. Like we haven't had a Shoichi like him in ages, and it's just so nice to see it again.
Yeah, for sure. I think a good Shuichi is hard to come by anyway.
Especially in the U of the ping. Like in KR, it's much more feasible if you're playing on like almost virtually 0 ping.
Yeah, exactly. Shuichi always been seen as, and I understandably so, as a very ping reliant character. But I'm not sure what Elort's ping is, but I guess he makes it work regardless.
Yeah, just playing it all super well. But yeah, like looking at the scoreboard, Elot will obviously gonna get like a ton of points for him by finishing off first. And also like Stimoro did die early, but once again, kills are rewarded heavily, and he did get 5. I don't quite remember how many of them were Battlezone kills just now. We will have to see later. But he did get like a ton of kills for himself, and will get rewarded by that to get like a ton of points. But yeah, like I said it before, this game 1 will show a lot for like how the like mentality in the lobby is, like how many people will go to alpha, like will they farm the map, etc. And they are slowly like figuring this out. And like we actually saw this, like so many people in Battlezone, but virtually no one on alpha ever, right? Like I think like while we were fighting, like 10 seconds in, just FD snatched the alpha. There was no one there. He just took the mithril and went away. And I think the same was with Omega 2. It was like 1 or 2 people. Like not that much actually. They just took the Omega down really fast, while the battle zones were just really, really populated.
Yes. Sorry, the scores are taking a bit longer than I had hoped. So please bear with me here.
Don't worry. In the meantime, I can already like set up the second lobby and get the players in.
That would be great. Thank you very much.
Yeah. But yeah, it's also going to be super interesting to see how some people that had a rougher game 1 are going to come back. For example, like we all have high hopes for Momo, obviously. Like Momo, also one of our best players, died first in this game, but might just like win the second one. We never know. Like people can bounce back really high, and it's just when game 1. Like anything can happen.
Exactly. I think now we're also going to see a test of the mental fortitude of our players here.
Yeah, that definitely.
Wait. I think. Oh no, never mind. I almost thought I had a shortcut there for the scorekeeping, but
But yeah, open up the second lobby.
we
yeah.
might just have to start with the second lobby already, if that's okay. Because I think it might take too long to get the scores out here. I will address this issue in the break later on. Let me just join up myself.
It was 1 after game 3, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Just the standard.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We will see.
I have to also join here. My brother here with the.
Get the frog in.
Wait. How do I see it? Oh god.
I'm actually also gonna be excited to see how Passy does in the next games, because like we actually didn't see him much until the fight against Tomorrow, where he ended up dying, but it was super close. Like A, it was super close. B, Passy is a good player, and C, this Fiora pick has just been like so dominant, like everywhere for like the last weeks and even months. Like just in general, like Fiora's always been good for a good while. Like we've seen her so much in like squads everywhere. Like Anod has been playing it in like the I would call like the best Western team right now in squads. Like No Flame. I don't think it's much of a stretch. Like they won almost everything but up till now.
I think that's
And
a
Anod, yeah,
that's a very fair statement. Yeah.
yeah. Like Anod always playing the like not always, but like often playing the Fiora, which was always like a really good pick for squads. And also in solos, just like Fiora with obviously like she looks like it. She has like a dueling ability, right? She's a fencer, like really good in these 1v1s. Just actually such a potent character, and it's sad to see him just barely die just tomorrow. But there's a really good chance he's gonna bounce back because he did do really well. He also had a ton of items. Right.
Yes. All right. If the players all get into their correct slots.
Yeah, it's gonna be some more moving around, but I think then we will be ready. I think all of the players are already here. Then I think they just need to move into their respective slots. Actually, just give me a second. I can also do this for them.
Yeah, it
Actually,
would be
like
nice if you
let me
could help
just
with that.
let me just
I'm seeing a
move.
lot of a mess here.
Hey, I think we did it now. Right, just gonna get a quick ready check from the players. Actually, no, the Sunday is actually moving out. Yeah, right. Some of the slots were still messed up. Just give me a second. I will do it in a sec. I think now it works. I think now everyone should be in their respective slot, which makes it a bit easier for the scoring later on. Other than that, are you ready to move in?
Yes. I will swap back to our game screen. Go ahead.
All right. So let's go into our second lobby. So far, like all of the instant picks are going to be the same ones we've seen so far, unless Momo actually on the Piolo now. And JP1 on the poor, weak Tasseller as a proud member of the community. Like, what has NN done with this character? Just, she's so weak.
So true. Sus does deserve a nice amount of buffs if you ask me.
Yeah. But other than that, actually, people will stick to their comfy picks. Unlighted also back to the Bianca. Like, this is actually what I've known him for recently. And also, which is super interesting, Val on the Martina. We haven't seen Martinas that often in EU. It's only been Lin pretty much. And now Val as well. Like, there's just not much exposure to this character lately. Like, I think especially because it's just such a niche character, right? Like, she has such a niche gimmick to herself, how she needs to play the game. That might not be like the favorite plate for everyone to play, but I think if you can get around the gimmick and actually make it work, then she can be like obviously super potent, because that's like the whole thing about her. If you get through the rough early game, then you get rewarded with a pretty strong character in the late game. So let's see how well he's going to play this out, because he will always need to be live on broadcast, reporting in 4K, live from tree. Hopefully enough people to keep scanning the whole time. Like, this is what Martinas love to see. Like, if there's like a cemetery with like 6 people that just keep going in and out, like, that's just perfect. You just need to keep it live on cam, and you can get so many stacks.
Yeah, the Martina is quite an exciting variation. I think Val is also a big Martina player historically, so I guess the Johan just wasn't cutting it right now, unfortunately.
Sad to see. That's kind of sad, because I think like Johan actually, like, it's not like he was ever good, right? But like I think he fell even more by the change to smart bombs, right? Because smart bombs got like nerfed by the the delay, right? The delay just got so much longer,
Yes.
which made it much worse for him to actually like confirm kills with it.
As a solos Johan enjoyer, I can say that ever since the amp rework, you can no longer play amp Johan in solos, while
Oh, yeah,
before
that too.
it was very bad but playable, I would say, but at this point it's completely gone.
Oh no, I think we should already look into Pond, because Chandra is about to finish some
Oh.
items, and there's someone who could be his next prey. Let's see.
He does have enough amp, but Cicella should be able to escape this, and it looks like he's not even going to stick around for it.
No, he's still crafting. Like the thing is, I think it's just like a plus for him, right? Like he can just go along his build like he always does, and if someone happens to show up, then he can try and fight them for the mastery. But I think because he knows that the Cicella can walk away from this, he will just leave them and actually just keep farming these dogs for some guaranteed mastery.
Yeah. All I'm saying, if that were me, I would still be there.
He's sleeping out actually. Doesn't farm hospital, but actually already goes to 7. Oh, never mind, this is actually where he finishes his build, never mind. But yeah.
Oh, and then after this he will go to hospital?
Possibly, yeah. Just get the wolves on spawn. That's what a lot of characters do.
Surprised to see that he doesn't want to contest trio. It looks like he might be going for the Kiara here. Kiara notoriously does not have an escape against Nathapon.
Shield already out as well. Misses one Q. Hasn't committed to the panorama yet. Now hits it, and that's gonna be huge. And is he gonna be able to pull it back into the? No.
I think
because of the corner, right?
Exactly, because he ran into the gravestones, and I think that might have gotten Ashen the escape.
Yeah, will actually be just enough for him to escape. Chandra will just resort to farming the boss instead. No, he will just stick around because this Kiara is a juicy piece of mastery.
As long as the Kiara also doesn't have full build, there's nothing she can do back, so it's not a bad idea. And if he knows that Kiara was the one that took tree last game, then this might be why he's here.
Yeah. Also, I think we're just just check the overlay real quick. I think we need to move into game 2.
Oh, okay.
I think it's game 1.
Yeah,
don't worry.
I'll do it when there's a little bit of downtime. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I did forget about
Yeah,
that.
don't worry. Actually, Arki moving in for Chandra does some really nice dodges to actually stop the panorama hits, but no.
I think
Panorama did hit, and if the panorama hits, then Chandra can do his combo, and he will, and actually finishes off Arki super early. He was second in the last game, now falls first, which is gonna be really annoying for him. But I hope he will be able to bounce back.
Ark played that very smart. Or sorry, Chandra played that very smart because by not
committing to the E.
Exactly. He keeps it open, and then once Ark has used most of his dashes, he then punishes with the panorama into the kill.
Yeah, exactly. It was played really well. Baumi over in Temple, fighting against Momo. Momo had some time to regen up. Val is also here, filming it all live on cam. Now Momo actually walks into Bravery, and this is gonna be super annoying. He's gonna die again out early because he gets stuck in between Bravery and Baumi.
Of course, the classic contesting where
But
once
wait.
the third party shows up.
Someone took the tree.
Oh, our favorite photographer, or sorry, movie director, I guess. Also, it looks like JP1 has been killed by Eller as well. Shuichi, notoriously a good matchup into Cicella.
Cicella just notoriously weak. What can I say?
Also true.
Or one Uptown, FD, maybe preparing for the battle zone, maybe just passing by, we don't know yet. Did fight against Quill for just a tiny bit, but will move out again. Now Bravery gets caught by the F-stop. Now Chandra is moving in. He tried to put Nina in between, like a really nice idea, but it's not gonna be enough. It was super close. Like Bravery with a really smart idea to micromanage, for Nina to body block the panorama, right? But didn't actually end up getting it just in time, and Chandra will be able to pick up a second kill, both of them outside of battle zones, a really good start.
Chandra should be very happy with that, because Chloe is also one of the hardest matchups for Nathapon, because of how her ult cleanses the E, the panorama.
Alright, yeah.
So, he'll be happy with that. Now moving into the battle zone, it looks like we have a contest at Alpha this time.
Yeah, it's gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh against Passy, and Passy's Diamond Shard is already gonna proc. However, though, with the recent changes, Diamond Shard actually not on that much of a long cooldown anymore. But he did commit his ult as well, though, which means he's just gonna go out. Now Yu-Gi-Oh did take the Alpha. Walks into Chandra, and the thing is, does Chandra have his ult again? He does, but he... Oh, the F-stop hits with just the corner, and that could be disaster for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because now the panorama hits, the root from the W also hits. There's just so much damage coming out from Chandra, and if he can get one more Q, that should be it, and it is gonna be already a killing spree for Chandra with 3 kills, a tree, a mithril, and the blade boots from Yu-Gi-Oh! To trade for more credits. Gonna be an amazing start for him. Couldn't go any better, I think.
Yeah, he's doing very well for himself right now. Also, Daniel's Deadly Cut almost taking down Unlighted, but the coffin being too much to handle, unfortunately, for the Daniel that does not have CC.
In Uptown we have a decisive fight with the last 2 people in the Uptown battle zone. The Sunny Day against Bahek. Actually able to survive the onslaught from Bahek. And will need to like try and keep fighting so he doesn't jump out of this ghost form. Bahek just dancing around. Like, both of these characters are just I cannot speak English. Deceptively tanky, but the Sunny Day will be able to take it in the end. Take the battle zone for themselves.
And the other one, Stimoro, still fighting Unlighted at the
Oh,
moment.
the wall.
But it seems like there's not enough timer.
The timer though. If he just survives, yeah, Unlighted will go back into his locker coffin from the new skin. It's actually, I didn't even see the death animation before. It looks pretty funny. Did you see it?
That she just falls into the locker, was it? Or
yeah, she kind of just like levitates back into the locker. Actually, didn't see that before. But yeah, which means tomorrow once again, also off to a good start with some nice transitions. Is gonna get his Paradise Lost for himself. The Amp X of choice. Daniel's Deadly Cut also going in onto Alert and Avenue, but I think he will just be able to move out with the dagger skill. Yeah. In the meantime, quick Martina check. We are at 5 record stacks. Well, actually, I don't know what he's doing here. Like, is he waiting for the... Yeah, he's actually waiting for the upcoming tree.
yeah,
Now that's spicy. However,
it looks
yeah,
like
there is gonna be someone. And if he's able to record the tree and Kult at the same time, it's gonna be another 2 stacks.
it looks like Unlighted and Bahek are also moving in right now. So
Yeah, they also want a piece of that. It's gonna be amazing for the Martina. Moves in with the E. Click, 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 click. Gets 2 stacks.
well, he'll be happy with that.
The other 2 will just actually just battle it out though instead of going for the tree, and Unlighted will happily take that 1v1
So,
and gets the kill on Bahek.
there we
Our good
go.
old favorite AP Malphite, dealing an insane amount of damage in the burst combo, just like so much damage. Coming out with the Reign of the Vampire.
Chanray ulting the Daniel right now and hits
Oh.
the panorama.
Hits the panorama. We've seen this before. If the
There it
panorama
is.
hits, yeah, the damage is just so insane. Because Chandra is at 13 weapon mastery already. Like he's so far ahead that this panorama is just absolute doom. If you get hit
Yeah.
by it, it's just like like you're written in the death note. Chandra.
Daniel usually also being a tough matchup, but if you're caught like
Oh.
that in the ult, it's tough to get back to
It's
Nathaton.
kind of low.
But it
However,
looks
though, yeah, plays it neatly. Plays around the corner and will just make it out.
he has his best friend, the walls, close by, so it's all good.
Right, actually, didn't see. Like, FD played the Sprite hybrid Amped in, right? Last game?
Yeah.
And this time he's actually back on crit. And plays the good old new Chain of Thorns, which I still think is like an insanely underrated and just crazy item. Like, look at these stats. Armor pen, heal cut, attack power, and CDR. Just so much on one item.
Yeah, it's very, very solid, I guess. Especially
Yeah.
cooldown reduction on an item like this helps a lot as well for a character like Eileen.
Now they're just kind of fighting around the wolves.
It's like
At the same
Shuichi
time-
and Bianca.
Actually, also in over an avenue, Unlighted went for a box and will have to fight Alord against it. It actually does dodge a ton of Alord's combo with his coffin. And that's actually gonna be enough to survive Alord's ultimate, which means that Alord has to give up this box. I don't actually know who was the one to order it. Yeah, it was actually him. Was it actually his Force Core for Eclipse? No, he did get Eclipse already. Wait, no, I think then it was actually the one from...
Unlighted does have low credits, so it
Yeah, I think it was
has
actually
to-
Unlighted. Yeah, it was Unlighted Smicho.
There we go, Chandler with another battle zone kill.
Gets one. Yeah, I think Val, he knows that this battle zone is already over. It's just gonna record one of the bodies and then also die to Chandra because there's not much he can do here. Just gets a quick reset. but still gets at least some more stacks.
Oh,
And he's on 8.
and Baumi in a very close fight.
Oh, and actually, Bombi falls.
Yeah. It looks like they were fighting for Omega and they really cut it very close. But now Stimoro does not have ult, so he cannot fight this. A little bit of a misclick there, it seems. Let's see, Elort is also fighting against Bianca again.
Val also coming in, like, actually, like, the balls to do that. He just died in battle zone and TP's into the Omega zone with 2 people already there, even though he's half-life, but actually gets the record off. No, the Omega kill does go to FD, but he has to keep fighting against Stimoro, and Stimoro is so sick, he did so much damage. FD has to ult out, but it's actually enough. Stimoro only gets like a tiny dash out of this, and I don't think, yeah, there's not enough chase for him. So FD is going to get away unscathed with this 4 score in his hands. Actually, what is this going to go into? Is it going to be dice? Like, what do you do on this character? Or is it... Yeah.
I think
Oh,
he said that Crit Glove is like one of the best DPS, so I feel like Dice would make the most sense here.
yeah,
But
probably.
he
Like,
also has Halo prepped.
yeah, actually, no, yeah, never mind. The thing is, his headpiece isn't the craziest stats-wise, but I'm pretty sure he's just playing it for the Smooth Walker effect. So he gets the bonus. But he will actually swap it out for the Halo, though. Yeah.
The Smooth Walker being a very interesting interaction.
Oh, Open Avenue, unlighted it with yet another fight, and actually just completely one-shots Lusanide. No time to go into the ghost form. Just can't even get the ult out. Just instantly dies. Unlighted dealing so much damage.
Unlighted having a very, very good game here at the moment. He also eliminated Eller not too long ago.
He's sitting at 4 kills now, and also has an additional 4 score, which could go into a Dragon Scale, for example. Or whatever he wants to do with it.
I think this does look like a Dragon Scale angle.
Yeah. I was about to say that Quill is also fighting, but nope, he's just dealing with a mutant bear. Sadly, nothing in the bears. But it will give him a ton of weapon mastery. Also sitting at 16.
Oh, I see Chandra actually took the arc reactor.
Oh, now that is spicy. Gonna see some dashing action.
Interesting.
Chandra actually getting a movement spell on his Nether pawn.
Chandra previewing season 10 items.
Yeah. But it will allow him to be much more, like, both aggressive and also, like, more sustainable. Actually, like, get away from fights that he wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Yeah, it should allow him to just take more risk without being the automatic death when the third party shows up.
Also, like, Wick has started an avenue and there's just no one there. Like, Val actually is already in broadcast.
Wonder if
He's
Val
near
is
the
going
Wick,
to
then,
take it.
yeah, he's not gonna start this. Walks into Quilt. But they will just play it safe for now because they don't know if anyone's near the Wick. So they don't want to start it just yet, but like, they don't know how empty this map actually is. Like, there was no one around this Wick. Now Chandra also looking to join in on the fun.
Looks like
And now the people are slowly gathering.
we have a lot of people hovering around now, so now it will get risky. I wonder if Val is willing to start this or not. But it looks like the
Yes.
answer is no.
Because now people actually did walk away just yet again. But no one willing to start it.
The thing is that it hasn't even been pulled once, so I'm sure
Yeah.
somebody... Maybe nobody is willing to start it without sufficient vision. Which seems to be the case, although Chandra now completely alone with it. Will start to take it and nobody will be able
Yeah.
to contest that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he will just be able to get it. Does have a good amount of damage output. Able to cleanly clear the Wick.
Quilt?
Get, oh, both a BF Blood and a Mythful. Quilt also already in a fight against FD now. FD did get out of it though without having to use his ult.
Quilt?
Once again, pretty huge for the Delin.
Yeah, Quilt does a lot of... They do a lot of damage at the moment with those items.
Yeah.
So-
However, FD is just like a really good character against this though. Like, he can drink to dodge some of the auto attacks. He has a lot of mobility. Like, it's easy for him to get away. And he will actually... Oh, he tries to... Oh no! Tries to contest this box. And the ult just isn't quite enough because Quilt like dodges it with a really nice pistol skill actually. But now over in...
Oh,
It's already over. Like, I swapped to Pond when Chandra hadn't even been hit yet. And just instantly pops
well,
against Unlighted. Like, this damage. Like, what?
like you say, APML fight. There you
AP
go.
right? Like, it just
And APML
completely
fight
erupts.
with-
Chandra's gone. Like, what?
with the ult also disabling the arc reactor, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
that does put Unlighted at
Alright,
almost
true,
best in slot
true.
now.
The grounded, that's actually... I forgot about that, yeah. Now Pussy moving in onto FD and Hotel. His diamond shot is out, which means that he's gonna be much less tanky than before. And if he knows that, he's going to try and turn this around. He has his ult coming back in 10 seconds. And if he can stick to this Fiora, this could be a kill for FG, who still wasn't able to get a single kill in this game yet. But he is pretty sticky. He's moving in.
Plus, he does have the Dying Slave, so...
Yeah, he's gonna be a bit tankier than he looks. Unlighted also fighting over another box against Val. I'm not sure if Val can fight this. Because Val, he needs his E. If he doesn't have E, he will just fall to this. But a really nice R manages to hit the R onto the Bianca. And if he can finish the Q, it's just not quite enough, and the Coffin will be able to... Oh, a nice stun though. If you can just hit one more Q. I can't quite close in. Yeah, the Bianca will be able to get out, and FD is actually able to finish the kill on Pussy.
Yes, there was a... They were
wait, no,
having a
no,
very
never mind.
close fight, and I think Quilt
Quilt,
came
yeah,
into
Quilt
the
actually
third party
No,
there.
sorry, yeah, Quilt actually took it. Yeah, Quilt took it. Which also means that he gets the Dying Slave, which is also huge.
That's true. He'll be very
Yeah.
happy with that.
Yeah, sorry, I was just way too fed up, like, not fed up, but I was way too into this fight in Avenue, because Val played it really neatly, gets a nice stun on the return, and also, like, the thing is, if you have your E on with Martina, he can also, like, reverse a lot of this burst damage, right? From the Bianca.
Yeah.
Just not quite able to close it out. Now trying again. That's some really nice side steps. Uses the E before the Reign of the Vampire Queen. But he will be able to move out. In Pond, Quilt will be able to make actually a quick work of Ashen, who wasn't able to get many transitions just yet. He did have 2 meteors, but couldn't do anything with them just yet. Quilt happy to get another kill, because he has like really good items and 20 mastery as well. So he really wants to make use of these.
That's VF Blood in the box, that's why they're fighting over it so intensely.
Yeah, like this box is so contested. Like there have been 3 fights over this Avenue box now. They're trying. He does get it, but by taking it, gives up a bit of position, and now his E is out, and FD knows this. He is actually not gonna chase it though. Will play it slow.
Val will be very happy with that, because he does need to get a couple items online here to keep going into the final zones. Although Martina, of course, very strong even without those items. That's gonna be a Queen of Hearts. Interesting.
Oh, that's super huge, because this is effectively a ton of DPS for the Martina, who will get her Q back much more often.
Yeah, and also her safety tool in the E will...
Yeah. 8 seconds. And also 18 on the ultimate, which is crazy for that much damage. Goes in aggressively onto Unlighted, like, Larry knows, like, he needs to profit off of having his broadcast. Actually misses the ult though, and I don't think it's gonna be enough to finish off the kill now. Because he doesn't have any sort of chase.
His E is back soon, and Unlighted does not have a lot of places to go, unfortunately.
That's not enough. He will force him to go into the corner though, and probably just, burn some red time here. On the other end of the map, also FD, Stimora and Quilt, safely keeping distance from each other, not fighting just yet. And this will probably move over into the battle zones before anything else happens, unless Val actually trying to fight against Stimora takes a lot of damage, and he didn't even E yet. So like, this damage is permanent. Val is already pretty low. Now, does a really nice E to dodge the E from his tower. Hits his ultimate, does a good amount of damage, but he needs to E. But there's not much more damage that he can reverse, which means he's super low and needs to back off.
Oh,
But no Unlighted is coming in. Misses the ult though. And a really nice dodge from Val also. Oh wait, he actually turns around. He turns this around, Val! Like, a super nice E dodge. Actually manages to turn this around against Unlighted, who was one of like the headliners in this lobby. Like, Abe could have taken this home. Actually, gets the kill on him, which is gonna be huge. Now Quilt fighting against Stimora, they both commit.
Stimora does not have ult yet because of the previous fight,
Yeah.
so he is at a big disadvantage still.
Yeah, so Quilt is just gonna force him out and just keep the hammer for himself. FD fighting against Val though, waits patiently for Val to come back with his E before he ults
massive
it.
ult!
However though, the ult connects once again. Like, Val just on point with his ultimates. Stimora now needs to go back in. He doesn't have ult just yet, he needs to buy some time, but he can't. He had 2 seconds on the ultimate. And will go down to Quilt. So now it's a final 1v1 with Quilt against Val. And yeah, like, this Martina character, like, he needs to give up so much of his game where he cannot get any kills and has to be on the back foot and just try and get these records. But now it's just showing how strong he is. Already has 2 kills. No, he really wants another one to like make this work, to like get those points from the kills. But Quilt also really wants to close this one out. Has a ton of really strong transitions. With this crit Alex. Has the Dying Slave, which is gonna be out of cooldown again in 10 seconds. It's gonna make him really tanky. I think it's all about if it's gonna be a lot of soul control actually, because they like Quill can always escape from Val, so it's just gonna be a battle of resources, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. Especially Val is also very good. Like as soon as Quill tries to all in,
Nice.
his E should.
Very
save.
patient, very patient. Waits for the W to come out, but now is going to be stuck in the EMP barrage. He doesn't have his E yet, but the arrow will buy him some time. No, but the root doesn't hit. His arrow does not hit the root. However, though, the E is clutch, and this is still gonna be enough. Just manages to get just a tiny bit of distance, so that Quilt can't get the last auto attack in, gets another right click, gets another Q, and closes out the game. Well, just completely dominating in this final zone with this Martina pick. I really love to see it.
It's the Martina angle. Johan could never, you know. All right, I will quickly, because we do now. I did finish the scores right before we got into the game, but since the viewers have
Mhm.
not seen yet, we're going to quickly have a look at the scores of game 1. As the scores for game 2 will get processed soon.
Mhm.
So obviously Ellard as the winner will have the most points, a lot of points being weighed in this tournament on getting first and also on kills. So it makes sense that we have the top 3 here, Ellard with the win, Ark with a good amount of kills, and Stamoro especially also with a good amount of kills, but not the best placement.
Yeah. But yeah, Elliot already with like had a good lead in the first game. But it's gonna be exciting to see how things shake up after the second game. Because like there is no real like there are people that did well in both games. I think Stamoro is actually like one of the ones that had a good showing in both of the games. But we actually had like really different people performing in like the top 3 between the 2 games. Because like in the first game we had like Elliot against Arky in the final zone, right? And this time we had
Yep.
Quilt and Val, which are completely different people. So it's gonna be exciting to see who gets these points. And also Unlighted with his, I think, I'm not quite sure. Like, was like I'm not quite sure how many of them were battle zone kills, but he did get a ton of kills outside of battle zones. Same for Chandre, like both of them got a ton of kills. They didn't finish in the top 3, but their kill count was really, really good. So that also will help them a ton in the overall leaderboard.
Yes.
But yeah.
I agree. What I do find very interesting about this one was the amount of like different lobby leaders we had, let's say, because we had Chandra
Yeah,
dominating
exactly.
the game for a big part, and then Unlighted took over,
It kind of changed. It kind of changed.
and then
That's right.
in the end, the Martina scaling really caught up to everyone. It seems.
It's true, because like I don't think Val actually had anything when even on Wick. Like on Wick, I think he had like I think it was just the tech visor. He didn't have anything else. Like he had broadcast, like an okayish amount of weapon mastery. He had his tech visor and he had broadcast, like not much more. But then he was actually able to pick up the blood that he ordered, or at least that someone ordered. Like he made a core out of it, and got 2 of force core items during all of the fights. And like I think actually every fight that he did was like pretty much a nail biter. Like they were all super close. And also like I gotta say it, like once again, his dodges were so clean. Like if he didn't dodge the Bianca Q with his E, he would have died. If he didn't dodge the Alex, like getting chased by Quilt, if he didn't dodge that with his E, he would have died. Like he always just knows how to keep his E actually. So like you might be tempted to use it early, but then you're out of movement options. But he actually just keeps it so long as a threat to then dodge like a really, really important cooldown, and it just shows. It just really shows.
Yeah. I do think it's funny that both of Val's items there did come from a steal. But I don't know if you remember the first one being as there was a battle over the tree.
I remember. Yeah, he was actually the one to just pick it up while the other ones were fighting. Like I
Exactly.
think it was Bravery, Momo, and Bommy, right? Were actually fighting, and he just took the tree, which is usually not what you like to happen. Like if you're Martina, like you actually want them to fight over it. But I mean, if no one takes it,
Well, he still did get
I might as well keep it.
a picture there. So
It's true. He did get one. Yeah,
so
get his 2 stacks.
I don't think he can be well. I mean, apart from winning anyway, I don't think he can be too upset about getting that for
Oh
free.
no! Oh no! Anyway, I only won the lobby.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
we are seeing in the Martina even though you get the high placement and the win, the kills are lagging a bit because of course you spend a lot of time in the game
Yeah, exactly.
committed to just like existing, trying to get your stacks.
Yeah, so you really need to you need to actually close out with these kills. Because like imagine if he just made it to Wick, right? Like top 5, top 6, but then didn't get a kill, that would really hurt. Because like he farmed all the game for this and then actually didn't get any points from it. So like actually getting the win is like it sounds like a crazy accomplishment, because it is, but it's also like kind of like even the baseline. Like this Martina needs to get top 3 and like some kills, because he's just not gonna get that many, right? So like he needs this good placement to actually thrive and compete for the win in here.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to see if Val keeps playing the Martina, because
Yeah,
we do have a win here. Might be the winning formula. So, but the pressure will be on to keep that going.
yeah, definitely. And especially if people notice that he's a nuisance, a strong opponent, then they like Martina is really, really weak early on after all. Like some characters can just run her down. And if he's ever stuck in between some people, he will get run down, which means he's just gonna be like he has to play like with double the safety standards now, like than in the game before. Like now he's like actually like people know that okay, if this Martina gets the late game, we're gonna have a problem. So they will not let him get these stacks. So he really needs to watch out. But he did play it well. Like he always had like a really good camera game. Like he had his hidden cameras all around to spot some people that can be filmed. He already always like played it really safely.
Yeah,
And he
safety
will
there.
try to keep doing it. Yeah.
Of course, being a very key to both Nathapon and Martina. And I bet our other players also appreciate that when you get the kill on these characters, you also get access to that.
Yeah, exactly. You really like it's the same thing with Shuka, right? Like you love getting these camps, and you also love that like premium chef grade food.
Exactly. We do have the scores coming in here right now. So give me a second for that. Here we go. Let me double check, sorry.
Don't worry.
Here we go. So these are the current scores. And if you might remember the scores from game 1 a second ago, you can see that the top, like the front runner, has only increased the point total by like 5 to 7 points. So a lot of equalization here on the points, and we've got a lot of front runners here that can take it.
Yeah, like as I said, because like we had a lot of different like lobby leaders, quote unquote, like people who got a ton of points between these first 2 games. It's just like a lot of difference. So like it kind of actually evens out in the end. Give me a second actually, because I don't see the scores quite yet. um,
Oh, my apologies.
yeah, sorry. Okay, already. Yeah, exactly. Like there's so many people, like 5 different people have 40 plus points, like really, really close to each other. Like we see Val who won the second game and Alot who won the first game, but they're all like really close together in between those players who had like more of a stable game, right? Like with 2 good games, like Quilt and Tomorrow, and like Quilt and Tomorrow had like 2 really good games. They didn't win, but they had like a really solid game. And Chandra had like a pop off in this game with also a decent game 1. And same for Unlighted, who also like popped off in the second round. Yeah, there's like a ton of people that are like really, really close in these like top 5, top 6. But also a lot of players that like died early, even though they were quite a threat. So like once again, it's only 2 out of 5 games. Anything can still happen. Like you saw how many points these people can get. Like Chandra and Unlighted, right? They just completely popped off. Got like 30 points in one game. Could be the same for anyone else.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a very exciting start to a tournament, I will say.
Yeah, definitely.
So, curious to see more. I think we can get into it as well right now. Thank you for waiting. Do we need to swap some places still? I am seeing Elord say, I think we are Okay, maybe not. No, Chandra should be on 6th place. Okay.
Let me just check in just a second.
Yes,
I'll just go through it real quick.
I will do as requested. Thank you for the feedback about this. We are now going to game 3 as of the Frog Cup.
All right. All right, but I think that we are already able to go into the game, in our third game. Once again, there is going to be a short break after game 3, which is also going to be the halftime. And once again, like a really, really important breakpoint to see where people can end up. Because if you like, there's already like, if you can now like form a trend and like perform well in all of these lobbies, then that's like your recipe for success. But maybe you actually just need to find your point where you can pop off. Like some people have yet to pop off. And we will just see if they can do it. Like, as I say, like Momo is actually on the Marcus now, and Yuju on the Zahir, as well as Arki on the Elena. Like a lot of shakeups, because once again, like if you want to pop off over this course of 5 games, they need to happen at some point, right? And like they're looking for answers. Like maybe for Arki it's gonna be this Elena. Maybe for Yuju it could be the Zahir. They could be like the new big frontrunner if this pick works out. JP1 also on the Lennox, which you also haven't seen a lot actually lately, right? In EU. It used to be like mostly Valesi, and I think like Trick also always played a really decent one, as well as Insane Who, but they haven't really competed much lately. Also, like Trick hasn't played the Lennox much lately. It's gonna be exciting to see, because I definitely think that Lennox has a lot of potential. She's just not played that much. Let's see.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I see here the
Great.
Marcus coming out from Momo as well.
And also, like, I need to be biased. Obviously, I'm really excited to see the Theodore pick, but Healing Drone, now that is spicy. I've never seen a Healing Drone Theodore before. Let's see what this is gonna be. It could be maybe like a more like auto attack focused build. Like maybe he's gonna go like Sports Watch and like super high attack speed, just bang bang hit some people with like his old attack speed and like Sports Watch and just try and DPS raise someone with a Healing Drone. Like a Rio would. Like you're just playing like a budget Rio.
I feel like
with
Rio...
very high range, though. With very high range. Like that's the thing about Theodore. His range is insane.
That's true. But I still feel like Rio is just like a little bit better in being Rio,
nah.
I guess. But I guess we'll find out. Maybe we're establishing the Theodore solos meta, surely.
It could be right here. Like Val could be the one to like start a new era of like, oh no, not again 5 Theodores in my lobby. They're winning every game.
You know, that makes me think back. I don't know if you remember this, but I want to say back in Season 3 where there was a tournament. It was also a one-day tournament. And everybody got so fed up with Sis that in the last lobby it was like 8 Cisellas or something or more.
Oh no, I actually don't remember. I do remember the Sis meta, but I don't remember the specific tournament.
I think...
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny, but I don't think the TO was very happy about it. I don't quite remember anymore.
I just have to imagine like the sound of the game. Wilson, 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 the whole time.
Oh, Ark also on the Elena, I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's like one of his 3 strong picks, like the Echion, the Heart, the Elena. He's been insane on all of them.
Yeah.
So like I really have high hopes for him. Also high expectations, to be honest. But he can definitely deliver. Like Elena is a potent pick, and he is one of the best we have. Him and Dani are like really, really good on this character.
I do like seeing the switch ups as well.
Nice.
Chandra poking Daniel's deadly cut a little bit there on the teleporter.
We do a little bit of poking.
He was slightly scared there as well because the Daniel already had level 6 while Chandra was still level 5, so...
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he wants to fight the poor Ashen again. Although Ashen does have a lot more items this time around, now that they meet again.
Yeah.
The problem being without rapier skill, it's hard to defend yourself from an pawn.
We also have a new meta in Temple, because Arki is actually in Temple this time. It's not just gonna be Baumi and Beverly, who we always see at this first street spawn in Temple. but also gonna be Arky.
Let's see how that plays out.
Oh, Pasi also fighting against FD over in Hotel. FD is gonna get his Q back in just a second. Hits a really nice R. Now Pacifist needs to try and use his R to get FD off him, but he will not be able to do so. FD just with an insane amount of damage. He is back on this amp hybrid Delin, which both has really good auto hits and a ton of R damage. And it just shows like this R completely annihilated him.
Yeah, that looked a bit tough. Pasi on the Amp Fiora with the Amptro now, not having a lot of
Yeah,
defense.
no diamond shard, yeah.
And with no rapier skill as well in the early game has little threat, so... Now Scuffle for Semtree, or for Temple Tree, sorry, is starting. Semtree looks
It's gonna be a scuffle for the Meteorite in school. It's gonna be Val against Yujo. Oh no! Val just immediately explodes.
Yeah, that
Didn't
does...
even have time to move through. There was no bush for him to get any kind of movement speed, which means, like, that's the thing. Like, if you're playing against Zahir and you don't have a good amount of movement or like movement abilities, it's just really easy for him to hit that combo. And like, if Yujo hits that combo, he could just do so much damage. There's no way for him to survive that even with the healing drone.
You just hit the one ability, you get the speed boost as Zahir, and then Theodore,
Exactly.
either he ults and runs,
Cries.
or you just die.
Just falls over and cries. And Chandra got the tree from Sem, I believe, right?
Yes,
And the one in Temple went to Arky, right? Yeah,
Arky,
went
yeah.
into his missile team.
they had a small
Yeah.
scuffle over it, but then in the end, Arky just got it uncontested further.
There were like two small fights, like Lusanide fought against Quilt, but he was just able to make it out. Also, Baumi was fighting against JP1 on the Lennox, did a really nice sidestep to dodge his whip skill. He's fighting now against Ashen. Baumi was on the retreat, but did actually turn around with some nice Qs. Over in alley though, it's so close. U2 just survives with like a sliver of HP, with just 1 HP, like literally, against Tomorrow on the SL, who does still get bursted through his shield. In a rather quick fight, because I think they just walked into each other and both committed harshly to the fight.
Yeah, I'm having trouble following some of these because they end so fast.
And also after this, yet another fight. Oh no, Baumi had that one. Baumi had the kill, but because Ashen actually executes, he becomes like CC Moon for just a second and like actually dodges Baumi's hit.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing a lot of...
And yet another fight, if he also falls.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of... I'll describe it as a party fight, where it's just
Yeah,
like
to
4
United and
people on
Bahek.
top of each other. Like,
It was actually Elot. Actually, Elot was the one to get the kill, and he's also the one to just walk out again. Yeah. Gets a nice and early kill.
like the battle zones are starting now as well, with immediate battle between Momo and Lusanide.
He will fight it out. The thing is, even though this Marcus is really beefy, I don't think he has a chance against this ghost from Lian. So he will just need to go back for now.
Yeah, Lian in these types of situations really having the advantage of you cannot die, like even if you are getting teamed on, basically.
Oh,
you
Quilt
will
hits
still
a
be
really
very
nice...
solid.
It's a really nice combo on Bahek, but Bahek just actually able to walk it off because of the diamond shard. Actually just tanks all of it.
It's like in
Maybe able to
Dog,
reset for a bit.
Daniel's
Yeah.
deadly cut going down.
And his deadly cut, he did do a really nice dodge. Like, he actually dodged the whip skill by R-ing inside the Lennox, but will still fall in the end, which means the battle zone is going to go to the Lennox. Now Quilt will eventually fall to the Sunny Day, while Bahek is still fighting desperately for timer. I don't think he was able to get it. He tries to at least... No, he doesn't even get the kill on Momo, because it's gonna go to Arky, and boom, boom, both of them just explode to timer. Arky gets both of them, and doesn't even... Okay, never mind, he did actually commit the R, but he will get it back in 20 seconds, which should be just enough time
That's
for another fight against the Sunny Day.
it's tough when you rely on the kill for the timer and then it gets stolen.
Yeah. Didn't they actually change how much time you get for kills? I think they're tuned down. Not that much.
Must have been a while ago.
Oh, Quilt also got a really, really bad TP after like coming from the battle zone with like low HP.
Or forced
Like,
to ult
almost
immediately.
died for it. But now we're still in this battle zone. Arky has his ult now. Plays this really safely, gets a nice freeze into the R, but it's just not enough damage because this Lian is so tanky. Just life steals completely out of the damage, and it's already back to half HP. Back in the old form, there's no way you can fight her in that. Gets the fear off. Now Arky, like, he needs to kill her before she can transform again. Is he gonna be able to? He hits a freeze, and actually it is going to be enough.
quite the fight there. And now
Yeah.
the action continuing in Factory with a very close
Fight
fight.
against Momo. He heals up so much. Even though he was super low, Momo actually has to go back a bit. Hits his R now into a really nice rattle combo, and that will be the death of Warhack and the first kill from Momo in this tournament. And this could be the start for him. Also, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually hot on the trail of Lusani there. He's going to be able to just Q the ball, which means he's gonna get more Ws, more Qs, hits another Q on Lusani, and I think Lusani is just gonna slowly but surely
Yeah.
fall to the here poke. Also, already 3 kills.
This is the unfortunate part when you're trying to run from Zahira and you see an animal
Yeah.
is that he can just keep running.
Exactly.
Now 3 contests near hospital here. Looks like Bravery wants to get in on it, but neither of them are willing to commit to a lot here.
Yeah, I think Chloe herself is really squishy. He's already taking so much damage from just another one poke. He's still waiting, like he's playing it very patiently. He's not gonna commit his F-stop before he gets the dash out. He'll just try and like poke down both the Nina and the Chloe. And
Yeah.
as you know, for Chloe's, she can't really play this long fight with Nina because Nina cannot rest up that easily.
Looks, huh?
Panorama won't hit because he cannot get through the Nina, sadly enough,
The
but
problem,
still gets a lot of damage.
yeah, the problem here is that Nathapon cannot really force Nina to die unless she doesn't have ult. So as long
Exactly.
as Chloe has ult, Nina or I'm got confused. As long as Chloe has ult, she holds all the cards in that matchup, and Chandra can only play slow by poking.
Exactly, he just needs to play this super slow.
Which now, unfortunately for both of them, has resulted in Baumi showing up.
Yeah, however, Bomi's also playing it safe. He doesn't want to like commit this hard and go into red for the tree when there could be people contesting this. And actually, like they're all just giving this up. They don't want to be here. And in the end, just no one takes the tree.
I think they're all understandably afraid of the third party
Yeah.
showing up after you already spent timer to get the tree.
In Chapel though, Deadly Stand your cut, yeah. Daniel Stanley cut going in on unlighted, gets him rather low. Doesn't quite hit the mark yet though, but
Oh,
he doesn't
there
even
you
need
go.
the mark, he doesn't need the R, he just gets him in the auto hit with this F.R.O.G. Able to chase it down and just deals a ton of damage with his auto hit and just slices through the Bianca.
I wonder what happened there earlier, because in theory Bianca really has a very good defense against Daniel, because Daniel
Yeah.
can never break the coffin.
I think he actually just was able to dodge the ultimate.
Fight already beginning in Archer before the battle zone starts. Truly, they're both not wasting any time here.
Oh, Momo, that's a really nice... Oh, with a fancy feet, dodges every Q, is trying to just lifesteal this back up, gets... Like, he really dodges every single Q. Is it going to be enough? Like, Yu-Gi-Oh knows that if Momo gets close, he will be able to close it out. He's also like... Oh, is he going to get it? It's so close, it's so close. One more hit would be enough, and it is going to be enough. Momo plays this insanely well. Like, he starts this fight off with like 5 HP against a full HP Zahir and actually turns it around. By dodging
Yeah.
like literally every Q.
I think Momo truly, like, played that fantastically. Well-deserved
just
victory
actually
there for him.
insane. Yeah.
Also, Daniel's Deadly Cut almost going down against the Sua, but manages to fight Baumi off. So they
Yeah.
both survive, and now we're back into the battle zones.
Yeah, Chandra did finish off Alot in the Pond Battle Zone. It's now in a final 1v1 against, once again, this Chloe Nina matchup. And just tries to play it slow. However, his timer will tick down if he doesn't get the pellets. And if Bravely plays this well, he could deny these from Chandra. However, he also doesn't want to give him an easy opening with the Panorama.
The problem is the longer
Cut.
Bravery waits,
Now
the
going
worse
in.
the fight becomes.
He's gonna pop his R now. I think this could be rough for Chandra. I don't think he's... Yeah. He's not able to get out in time.
Yep, there it is.
And Bravery will finish this battle zone for himself. Be able to get his first transition of the game. It's gonna be a F.R.O.G, which is... I actually don't know, what is this going into? Because you don't build Surasana anymore, do you? I think... I thought like Petalton was actually... Like, I think he's actually just waiting, because if he gets this tree for free, he might as well get something with it. However though, Arki, who got the F.R.O.G earlier on the Omega, was contested by Yu-Gi-Oh! And actually manages to kill him. And now Arki is also looking insanely strong. He's sitting on 4 items and the Sykes Blade. And like, if you've seen these, like, I think it was Dani who posted like some like DPS test videos of like Elena with with Psyche's Blade. Like, if you can actually get into the creative mode and like do the full combo, it's so much damage from this Elena.
The slow also helping out a lot there in like letting you poke and letting
Yeah,
you stay
that's-
close without having to fully commit yet.
Yeah, the movement steal even. Doesn't
Yeah.
just slow, it also steals the movement. No, that's actually like, so many people in, 3 people in Hoto. Suddenly, because
like-
they're all waiting for this meteor. Like, they all know, okay, Wick is spawning in red, so it's going to take a while until this Wick moves out. So they will just try and fight over the meteor first. Baumi actually still staying his ground against Arki. Even though Arki is the biggest threat. Okay, and now he will possibly give up the meteorite. Yeah, he will.
It looks like Wick is once again just walking alone, and only Chandra there in the zone where she's about to arrive, which is up.
Quilt fighting against Daniel suddenly cut. He's not going to be able to finish him off before
Oh.
Daniel can use his ult, but the parry is right on point. Dodges the most important damage spike, and it's just enough to finish off the kill. Chandra also gets the kill and the blood just before moving away, like just 1 second later, and Bravely could have been there to third party this.
Big party in Beach suddenly as
And
well.
also in Beach, Baumi getting dangerously low, but I think he should be. No, actually, he doesn't have his E yet, and he is actually able to get flipped. And now Momo, he needs to like stay in front of the sewer to deny the escape, and he will actually get the kill. But now Arki is also here, and Momo is already so low. He has no cooldowns up. Actually, an insane dash actually bumps him away when he was frozen, so Arki cannot finish off the bonus damage out of the freeze. However, he will try to catch up. Misses the Q, and Momo is standing his ground. And he also dodges out of the Ari. Momo is just going absolutely crazy. And he gets away. There's no way. What?
He's having a really good game here right now, playing very clean.
And this is literally, I haven't seen so much fancy footwork from a single player in a long time. Holy smokes. At the same time, a lot will actually finish off Quilt, but Momo. Holy.
Was a very clean combo there as well from Ellert onto the Alex. So let's see, where are we at here?
Yeah, Ellert also sitting on 5 transitions. Like, if just getting the Eclipse alone is an insane upgrade because of its insane stats, but with 5 transitions, also looking insanely strong. Like, I think everyone in this, like everyone who's remaining in this lobby, is sitting on very strong items.
Yeah, exactly. I would say this lobby could still go to everyone. It looks like Momo and Arki have the most weapon mastery, but I think nobody's to be counted out yet. Also, it looks like it was a Sudarsana in the end.
Stay away.
Yeah, it did end up being Sudarsana, and the tree went to the radar.
There comes the weapon for Chandra as well, which is a very big
Over in
upgrade.
Temple though. In Temple, Momo is going in on Ellert, hits a really nice E. However, Ellert is able to dodge out again, and yeah, just completely dodge the fight and get out after a really nice start from Momo, because he did manage to bump him into the wall. He does what he knows best from his Hyunwoo games. Does it on Marcus as well, but Ellert also plays really nicely and actually manages to get out. So they will just escape for now. There's still actually a lot of the map left. Like, we still have 3 zones after this.
Yeah, Momo also with this very defensive build should work very well into Shuichi, because he can just leave the Shuichi ult range and then re-engage on his own terms, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this is just what I love to see. Like, these players know these matchups so well. They really know what they need to watch out for in these matchups, and always like keep their abilities for the best moment. Especially when you see something like this, it's just so nice. Like, Ella does this a lot. Like, we've seen this from Val last game. Momo does it. They all really know how to like really push their character to the max. It's just insane. This is like literally the best of the best we can see.
You wouldn't want to get cut.
Looks like because of the fact that we have a lot of zones left, we're still gonna be hanging on for a bit.
Just gonna be a rather quiet and slow start into these final zones. It is going to be Hotel as a final zone, but already like moving to the zone is already pretty important, because for example Momo is going to take the CCTV vision now, and it's only him and Chandra in here. Chandra actually waiting in. No, never mind, he's not in the bushes. He's
Ellert and Arki are approaching each other.
he's just setting up the vision. Like, Chandra is setting up the vision. I think he wants to opt into this lower zone, right? Near the
Nice view.
like the
Yeah, makes sense.
pool area
He has a lot of
of the
terrain to
hotel.
play around, and especially in
exactly.
such a wide open area, having those cams is a very big
Yeah, it's a
advantage for him.
huge upgrade. It's a huge upgrade when others don't have the same vision range. Wait, actually,
Close.
Momo just TP'd out. He TP'd into school and he actually wants to pressure the people coming back into hotel from the outside to potentially like pincer them from outside.
Yeah, this will be very tough because Ark has also set up a double guillotine
Yeah.
into the entrance to hotel, so
This will actually be super exciting. Like
Uh,
whoever wants to, like there is only one exit from school into hotel, and if they walk there, they will force a fight. Momo now going in, procs the diamond shot, hits a lot of damage on Bravery, but Bravery is just gonna walk into, yeah, just going into. Arky says, nope, I'm out of here, and tries to escape into the other direction. But yeah, one slice from Marcus R is going to be enough right after the Elena R is out, and once again, he hits these. Like, he's so good with these E's. Always hits the wall, and once again, like this could have been a really good third party for Arky, but nope. Hits a perfect E, and he's completely out unscathed. Just, I really can't exaggerate how well Momo is playing in this game today. Like, so many plays. Holy moly.
looks like
Now
Eller-
Elot keeping in. It's yet another fight. The diamond shot procs, and that will mean that Elot needs to get out.
he also
And
did
Momo.
pay a bit of timer because he was scared of the entrance from hotel to school.
Momo also walking into Chandra though. Yeah, he just easily manages to dodge the F stop.
This should be
And now we
interesting
can
because
actually rest.
I assume Momo will want to take the top zone for the walls. And I honestly think that Shuichi will also want that.
True.
So-
Shuichi's already there, but Aki's also moving there. Like actually 3 people are moving more towards the upper zone.
I think it makes sense for all of them because fighting Nathapon in
Yeah,
that bottom zone
exactly.
really is tough.
Exactly, they really don't want to do that, and they know that he's already there. Like if they ever gotten like a peek of vision, they've seen the other pawn and like, nope. I would prefer not to go there because like that's the thing. Like Chandra can easily like poke you down before fully committing to the fight yet, and then you are in really deep trouble for third parties. But now Momo going in really deep. Like the panorama hits, but it's just not that much damage. He actually survives this really well. Chandra now going for round 2, hits another panorama after the ult.
How about this?
Another huge amount of damage, but once again Momo can just walk it off.
The good thing for
Actually
Momo is
walks out.
he's incredibly tanky at the moment.
Yeah. Like this is the thing about Marcus, he scales so hard with this HP. Over in the top zone, Arki and Elor are also playing this rather slow. They also don't really want to fully commit yet because there could be a third party at any moment.
Here comes
But
Momo.
that's the thing with these timers, you never know like who has the most timer. It actually is Arki, but like no one knows. No, going in, this like Momo on this Marcus who seemed so tanky earlier actually just almost completely pops here, and you will now finally fall to Elot who... No, actually no, you will not fall to Elot. It is still Arki who gets the kill, which means that he also gets the timer back,
Yeah,
which is
and
gonna be super crazy for him.
here's where the trouble is.
However-
Elort does not have even close to enough timer
Yeah,
to
Arki-
survive this.
But Arki needs to go back into the zone. He knows that he has like... Yeah, he knows that he can... If he gets like a few more seconds... Yeah, like now he could go back out of the zone. Then never mind, he can't. No, never mind. They're fighting, yeah. But he doesn't know how much timer is on Elot, and yeah, he will
Yeah.
pop.
That's a good point. I forget that they cannot see the timer like we
Yeah,
can.
exactly. Yeah, Elot had to make a move, but
Yeah.
wasn't actually quite enough. It's a bit of a gamble there, but Arki like going with his gut feeling and does have more timer after getting the kill that he stole from Elot.
Save this moment.
It's a bit of a tough spot for Eller as well, not having ult there.
And now it's gonna be interesting, because the thing is, if Arki can ever land a full combo, I'm pretty sure that Chandra is just going to pop, but
Yes.
question is,
Let's save this moment.
how easy, like, can Chandra actually get this panorama off without being frozen at the same time? Yeah, what does he do when Arki just goes in? He goes in really aggressively, hits the panorama though, it's a really good hit, and the R also misses into an F-stop. This could be huge. He's gonna have his... No, the panorama has like 1 more second of cooldown, so he can't actually combo into it. He didn't have it up yet, and that gives Arki some more time to reset. Goes in, does a really nice, like,
Nice.
fakes
Time lapse.
the engage.
Let's save
The thing is, he just can't close the distance, and it will actually be enough in the end. So, like, Chandra hitting that clutch panorama will actually give him
I won?
the edge in this matchup, and he wins
Yeah.
the third lobby.
Chandra's movement was actually very good, but the problem there with Arc ulting was also very smart
Yeah.
because even if Chandra had the panorama, Chandra would have been frozen before he could reactivate
Yeah, true,
it.
true. He couldn't have walked into the ult.
So Arc also with a great defensive play, but unfortunately,
He just
after
went
the
in.
ult is gone and also no rapier skill, it means it's tough to still punish the Nathapon. So Well played from both of them.
Yeah, definitely. Like once again, really close. Like there has not been a single like final zone that has been like really decided. You never knew who would be the one to get like to take the win home. Like we said it earlier when the last 5 were remaining, like they all could have taken it home. And in the end, they also like finished with a ton of kills. Like 6 kills on Arky, 2 on Chandre, 4 on Elot, 4 on Momo. Like Chandre is sadly only getting 2 kills despite the win, but it's still gonna be a ton of points because of that number 1 finish. But especially Arky is also gonna get a ton of points.
Yeah, I think everybody in the top 4 there should be happy with what they got point wise, because they all got rewarded quite well, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, we'll go to break right now, and then we'll get back to you after the break with the scores and anything else.
See you then.
So thank you for watching, and please stick around.
Next level 코스모에 달 때까지 next level check it out check it out check it out I'm on the next level
Hello, everyone. We are back. And this time we have the scores ready for you. Here they are. No, we don't. Well,
Psych.
oh, damn it. I thought I had it right this time. Well, shit. Well, anyway, here we are. So,
Yeah.
it looks like Elord is still in the lead. He really is like solidly raking in the points every game, it seems. But still not by much. And Chandler with a big game right there. And the game before as well, I guess, to stay on his heels. We also still have Ark close in third and Quilt in fourth. I actually kind of surprised because I didn't see Quilt
He's just
racking up the points.
he just constantly got a lot of kills.
Yeah,
Like I think he always like finished like fourth, fifth or something with a good amount of kills.
yeah. It seems he's been very
Consistency.
persistent, and I
Yeah.
just have not noticed. So well done to Quilt. But
Yeah, I
even
think like, actually the top. I think like the top four have like a really good amount of points in front of the rest, but also like Stamora and Val are also like only 10 points behind them.
yeah, I think there's still a lot of chances to be had here. I mean, if you get a good pop-off game with a win, you could easily still top the scoreboard here. So I think going into game 4, I think up until Momo even, I think most people there have a chance to still get it. So what do you think about that, Fishy? Am I being too optimistic here?
No,
in
definitely,
saying
no,
that?
definitely. Like once again, like we had like more than 30 points in one game from people. So that's definitely still like a shakeup that could happen. Like if you're at the low end of the leaderboard, then you really need to like pop off now for like the last 2 games in a row.
Yeah,
But I don't know, and I'm not the one to judge. Like maybe they will. We just
Yeah.
have to see. But obviously, like we will keep our internal camera like on the top of the leaderboard now, because they will be the ones with the best chances to close it out with the first place. Like especially Elot and Chandra, but like also the following ones. And yeah,
Yeah.
just have to see if they can keep performing at the level that they've shown so far,
Yeah.
or whether someone else will take the spot.
Let's see what will happen. Let's go straight into the next game then.
All right. So we did have like some, let's say like some. I am missing the word. Like some spots after like halftime. For example, like Yu-Gi-Oh going on the Zahir, for example, which we had like from game 2 to 3, which did actually help him get a lot of kills, and he will stay on that. Arki also swapping to his third pocket pick to the heart, and Momo back on the Hyunwoo.
I will say I'm really enjoying that Ark is flexing his full character catalog so far, showing he has the range to play with.
Yeah, definitely, because we've seen him perform on all of these. Like, I'm not quite sure. Like, there was like one solo tournament he won. I think he played mostly hard, right? Didn't he? I think he played like hard and Elena a bit, but like recently more Ekion again and like solo ranked. He's just proven to be really good at different characters.
Yeah, he just shakes up a lot of his picks. I wonder because I did see him play Crit Hyejin somewhat frequently in the last couple times I saw him rank. Maybe that's the secret weapon coming out game 5.
Oh, she might be weak after all.
We see Momo is also back on the Hyun.
Yeah, and also Val is back on the Martina. After a short escapade of Theodore business, he's now back on the Martina once again, which still has a 100% win rate in this tourney. Broken OP won every game.
So true.
No, I mean he did show off. So if he can do it again, now's the time.
Well, let's see. It looks like Temple's our most contested zone this time. So looks like
4 people starting there. Oh wait, I didn't actually see it. Passy on the Magnus. And because he's playing Frailty, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a Bonk Magnus.
I think so too, yeah.
With the bat. Gonna be interesting to see.
I think I haven't seen Passy play a lot of Amp Magnus, so this was what I was expecting in regards to Magnus. It looks like we have a lot of people in school all of a sudden. That's gonna be, that might end really poorly for 2 or 3 of them there.
Yeah, definitely. Especially like the gym is one that people really like a lot. And if you go like archery school, hotel beach, right, that route, then you also really want like the lower one. That one has already been taken already.
I think
Yeah.
Bike might have potentially drawn the short end of the stick because of that
Yeah, I
ball.
think he's looking for some items.
Well,
late.
hopefully he can recover from that.
Yeah. Actually, going back to the Magnus pick, like, did you watch much of ERM lately? Because like, Node on L has actually been performing really well. However, it was on the Amp Magnus. He played more of the Amp.
Oh, we have some briefing going on.
Oh.
Oh my god, is
Honestly,
that here?
actually, will he make it out?
I am surprised that nobody else decided to turn there.
Yeah,
I will
Simura
say.
actually just barely makes it out.
No,
Just a sliver. Yeah.
I haven't
also
been watching a lot of
very rare.
ERM, but I do know Nodonel always puts on a
Like
good
this-
show there.
Yeah, like he often like just gets like a bike. Oh,
Some
Poseidon just barely gets away from the panorama, but now Stimora comes in. He comes in with the with the bash. But Chandra is the one who gets the kill. Just steals it right back to himself.
There you go, a little bit
Grabs
of
that early kill.
teamwork there between the two of them to kill the Leon early, unfortunately.
Kill is a kill. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Sivaro would get that there, but
Yeah, same. But actually, his burst was already down after the double Q.
yeah, true. So let's see what we've got going on here. Still a pretty spread out map at the moment. It looks like Chandra once again positioning for that Semtree.
Yeah, and once again, Baumi and Bravery and Tempo. However, Unlighted is also there this time. Not
think-
quite sure if he's going to contest or just pass by. Because he seems to be moving out of Tempo. Then it would just be the two of them against each other once again.
It does
Val
seem
also...
like...
Oh, Val actually a bit late on his build. Hopefully he will be able to
Oh,
get
the
his
Sua fight?
beat back.
Bravery actually stopped the Baumi's E with the Nina, but
What's it called?
having a bit of
The
trouble.
thing.
The Nina.
Oh.
But it looks like
Actually
Baumi is
helps
also lacking in items, so that's
Yeah,
why
exactly.
he cannot contest here.
Quite sure if he wants to go back in. Actually, Val actually gets pushed in by... No, Yuji actually does not. No, he does not know that Val is here.
Yujo will not want to spend his time
Yeah,
on this,
yeah.
so...
Also, over in Cemetery, Chandra hits a really nice panorama early for a good amount of damage. Then F-stop, but doesn't really have enough cooldowns yet to finish off the kill on Ashen afterwards. Does put out a lot of damage though, and now Ashen is kinda stuck. And if he can't get out, and he does get hit by the panorama once again, Chandra really on point with the panoramas. And once again gets a early kill. Not just one, actually a second one, because he did steal the kill from Stimora earlier. And like once again, we've seen this every game. Chandra always gets these early kills.
Yeah, he has a very solid start once again, so let's see if he can carry that through.
Oh,
like-
poor Val is just waiting, but there's just no one wants to be on camera here. All kind of shy.
This is
And
a
now
problem.
he is just going to fall. There's no way he gets away from that, because also remember, these speed gates, they don't respawn anymore.
Yeah,
So Val had no chance to get away from there, and like, while Baumi takes the tree... No, actually Baumi didn't take the tree, was it Bravery?
it was Yujo as well.
He... Never mind, I was about to say like he gave it up for the kill, but no, he actually got both in here.
Yeah.
Arki also trying to get the kill on JP. One misses the charm,
I think.
but the thing is he does have the Q evolution, which means that he will slow. So if he gets another E in just a few seconds, he's going to be able to hit the slow.
JP1 will need a speed gate to save him here.
Yeah,
Oh, this will
it's
be
very
really
close, but I think, yeah.
No
it's-
speed gate?
Actually, no. Yeah, there is no speed gate, and yet another slow. Like, Arki, he gets this Q just so often.
The E is... Once the next E is back, he will also
Yeah,
have the charm again, so...
He will also have the charm. If the charm hits, then it's over. All going to be... If this charm can hit, one more hit. Actually, yeah,
There it
the
is.
charm will hit, and that is going to be the kill.
Yeah, that's unlucky for JP1. If there had been a speed gate,
Yeah.
he would have been fine, but... I guess
There's sadly
that's...
no way for him to really escape this.
Yeah, that's sometimes how it goes. Also, I wanted to say the Martina into the Zahir, I would say somewhat similar to the Theodore into
Theodore,
Zahir.
yeah,
In
that's
that
just-
you can't really
completely-
escape once you get hit.
Yeah, especially.
Obama, you're sandwiched in front before the battle zone starts.
Oh. He also kind of screws up his second dash. Now Passy's also here, but the battle zone does start. Now everyone is going to be safe. They will. He revived. Chandra actually gets bonked against the CCTV, and Passy gets the kill. Now Baumi actually had enough time to heal up, and oh, the bike though, Mon Castilla. And Passy does get away. However, this will put the bike on a humongous cooldown of 110 seconds.
Yep, that's One of my biggest grievances with Magnus,
Yeah.
but understandable because
You hate to
Korea
see
really
it.
likes ratting on Magnus.
Oh, actually just moving in. Doesn't give a damn, just walks in on the sewer. Okay, oh, hits the bonk. Also a nice D-skill, but did not see Bravery coming in. Actually, he will be the one to steal the kill and maybe even, yep, finish off Baumi as well. And that will be the battle zone going to Bravery. Over in the other battle zone, FD clutches the fight out against Sparhek, which means that it's going to be him against Unlighted in Ellie.
Yeah, a lot
And
of
meanwhile, the
action.
Mithril went to Arky, I think. Yeah, it did.
I think a lot more people went battle zones actually this time around, so there was a lot of action
Yeah,
going
still.
on.
Like, I actually thought with like Alpha always being this uncontested, some people would actually just rather go to Alpha, but no, it's still this battle zone. They still really want the battle zone.
I
Quite
think
populated.
it makes sense depending on which character you are, because there's just a higher chance you'll win a battle zone than take Alpha if someone else shows up.
Yeah.
So it's weighing that risk reward.
Maybe they also know that Arky's going there because he like you've heard him get a kill early. Like maybe you already know that he's going to be rather stacked on this Alpha fight.
This last battle zone fight is also still pretty close here.
Yeah, still going on. And FD did get his ult back by now. Just played it slow for now to get his
Unlighted as
timer.
well.
Oh, but it's that's so clean. I was about to say like, does he actually dash out because he didn't get out of the Bianca ult yet? But no, just dashes in, hits the Bianca and executes.
Yeah.
Just really nicely played.
Very smart, trusting on his damage there also to
Yeah.
kill the Bianca before the ult pops for the second part of it.
Hasn't taken an item just yet. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be a tree actually. And that should be, yeah, that should be the Horus, right?
Is he
Yeah,
still
it's
on the
gonna be
amp
the Horus.
version? Of course.
It's a very funky build.
Let's see. Oh, there's a battle at beach for the bear. But it
Battle
looks
for
like
the
they're
bear.
being quite friendly about it and just leaving each other alone.
Also, wait, I didn't see this. Like, Momo also already has like 2 transitions. I didn't see him at all yet. He wasn't. I'm pretty sure. Wait, he was not Alpha, right? I think it was Arky who took the Alpha.
I don't remember.
I also don't remember either. Sadly, for some reason, as a spectator, I cannot scroll the chat, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah,
Um,
a bit silly.
Yeah, I thought that Arky was the one to take Alpha, but it could have been Momo as well. Either.
Pike might be going down here against the Daniel. He's very low, but the Daniel did just ult.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
Oh,
One more Q will give him a good amount of movement speed. Yeah, if the Q3 like goes through, then he could have maybe healed up.
I think
This time he will go down.
if the Q3 goes through, he might have actually gotten the kill because Daniel does not have that much remaining at that point anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
Daniel is very combo reliant. If his cooldowns are down, like not as much as it used to be, because he can actually deal a good amount of damage with Frag now, right? Frag is really strong now.
Yeah. Passy
Oh,
unfortunately getting deleted,
died, yeah.
getting run into a corner by Yujo on the Zahir and then just destroyed when
Yeah.
he turned around.
Even though Marcus loves to fight in this like close of houses, still just manages. It's still just like ends up just dying to that burst. And look at these transitions. I think Yuji was just about. Yeah, he just ordered a force core for a persona. Also has a tree on top, which I'm not quite sure if he can actually use that now because I think he wants to keep the CDR. So maybe he's just gonna keep it for now. But still, just so much amp for this sort here.
I wonder if he wants to stay in this battle zone though, because then it will be risky to keep this. Maybe he's gambling on nobody coming, which so far he's not wrong.
Alright, he did win one, right? No, never mind. No, he
didn't.
He
but-
didn't. No, he didn't. He still has a kid. He still has a
Yeah,
kid.
I just meant from the angle of if he's in here with a tree.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like
yeah,
he's
never mind, that's
leaving.
true.
You
Oh.
won't be able
Oh no,
No.
wait, he's playing with my feelings.
Yeah, no, he I think he was just looking for a key on the dog, but the dog was actually dead.
So that's
Okay.
pretty big for Yu-Gi-Oh there, because that means a free battle zone, free upgrade there into another 4-score.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
This
the
from Omega is actually super contested in the battle zone as well, with 4 people there. Like, Arky manages to kill Unlighted, but it is still inside the battle zone, which means he is going to respawn. Daniel's deadly cut, also like really close to death, and doesn't manage to kill Elot.
Elort actually
Now,
getting
Kult is
the
also
full
going to
combo
fall to
there.
Arky. Yeah, Elot against Daniel's deadly cut is going to be really close. Gets hit by the scissors, which means he has to be scared. Yeah, dashes through, but can't really connect the W.
This is a bit of a funny fight because neither of them have their like important
But
abilities.
the timer though. He needs to finish the spawn really fast. Oh no, I don't think it's. Oh, the spawns are really lucky, but yeah, that just gives Dennis Cut just enough time to rest up and get the kill. Like
Yeah.
the fight around Omega is still going on. Momo actually pulled it out a bit into the school. I actually forgot how far you can pull this Omega.
Yeah,
I was actually going straight around back into it.
it's also a bit tough though because a lot of enemies might be hiding around here.
Yeah.
Oh, Yujo and Unlighted both caught in the middle.
You just kind of stuck in the middle of this Bianca world and will just fall to it, even though Unlighted dies. He will take him with him. The fight, yeah, the kill will go to Unlighted actually.
Well,
Now it's just Baumi and Momo, like the two survivors of like the bigger apocalypse that happened on this Omega. With an absolute explosion. At the same time, also Aki manages to finish out the battle zone, gets a force core, which is going to go into his Halo, sitting on 5 transitions, incredibly well transitioned now. And yeah, the Omega is still there. Momo, oh, Momo pulled it out too far. I think he could have taken it if he didn't pull it out this far. Now it's still him against Baumi, and Emmett is also tuning up.
I think this is pretty tough for Momo because I don't really see an angle where he wins this against Sua.
Yeah, and Baumi also knows where to play.
As long as Bami does not get wall stunned, I don't think he will be losing this battle. But
I think both. It's just nothing's happening here. Just
yeah,
so far.
neither of them want to give it up.
Oh, actually, Baumi now also committing. CC immunes himself, which means that Momo cannot go in with the stun. Now the Ws are out, which means that Momo can go in, which he does perfectly. Hits the stun when there's no CC immune up anymore. Also walks into the E, so Sua can't dash out, plays it perfectly. And manages to get the kill on Baumi.
Yeah, very clean from Momo. Just doing exactly what he had to there and really exploiting the no
just-
shield time.
Yeah, he really waited it out.
And it
Good
looks
moment
like
that he
he'll
gets
just
back.
be rewarded in the end with the Omega, finally.
Yeah, he will actually get it.
Looks like
After all.
Arky is on Wick here by himself. He's starting it. So let's see if anybody... There are people in the vicinity. Let's see if they
Yeah,
come.
FD could walk in, but FD knows actually just... Now he's slowly moving in, but it's not gonna be enough time.
Yeah,
Like,
they will be
this
too
will go
late.
to Arky, unless... Yep, he picks up the items rather fast, and now he's just... Oh, actually no, FD walking in, but he already used his Qs. I don't think he can go in. Like, he does have his R, but it's so much damage, I don't think he anticipated this. Oh no! He thought... Oh, he was gambling on that. But thankfully still makes it out. Like, I thought he would have actually died for this R engage. Because
That
Arky
is-
really, with a good amount of footwork, expects this dash and makes it out. Samora gets the kill on Quirk, but now also has to fight yet another fight against Dennis that he cut. But it seems like this one is already over. No wait, he had his cooldowns up. Did he maybe lag out?
Stimoro got it with the third party there, yeah.
I know, but Daniel said cut was just standing there and hitting. He still had his abilities up. I think he might have had a disconnect, which would have been sad.
Oh, that's rather unfortunate if that is the
Yeah.
case.
Either way, ends up dying to Stimoro, who gets 2 picks here. Or did he? Or did one of them go to Daniel?
I think he did get both.
Yeah. It's kind of huge for him.
Yeah,
He
he
also
did.
still has his heli attack, but now he's kind of stuck in the middle of the Chloe
trouble.
and the Nina dashes out and dashes into Arky. That's not where you want to be. And like even this puny little shield is not enough against Arky. Just immediately gets roasted down. Bravery also walks into Elot, pops his R, and if Elot can get one more W, yes, that will be the kill for him as well. Huge for him actually, because Elot did only have 1 transition. Sadly can't make use of the items that he got right now, but at least he's able to sell them for the credits. And like that, we're already down to 5 people, because like I think like 4 people like died all in chapel, like right after each other.
Yeah, like after Wick got taken, it's like a lot of people moved into chapel there, and a lot of people died for it.
Yeah. Alright. And
So-
also the remaining ones once again are all really well transitioned, except for Elot and kinda FD. Like FD does has ugh, I cannot speak English once again. Does has his Hydra. Which is going to be a huge upgrade, because like this is one of the highest amp. No way! Highest amp items in the game, and he picks up a Quo. Oh.
Well, it
He
looks,
picked up a Quo from the golden box. Well, I take it all back. I guess FD is back on the menu.
It's a pretty big victory for him right there.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy for him because that is really going to lower his ult cooldown and
So-
his Q as well.
Elord kind of getting right into a corner here. It'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see how he leaves school later on because it has low timer.
Yeah,
And a
school
lot of
will be
people are
closing.
bunching up there in Forest. FD is about to find him as well.
He knows this and he's going in. Already like so much burst from just the Sprite and the E. No, Elot does his full combo, but this is gonna be it. FD does manage to close it out. Elot like pulls out so many knives out of his pockets. Just I thought he almost would have gotten it, but in the end gets to like the limit of his abilities. It's just not quite enough to finish off FD, and FD like with a really quick spin from the nunchucks
Yeah,
manages to finish it out. But oh, Arky's also here, and FD doesn't know. However, he should be fine. Actually, no, wait.
oh, he missed the charm.
Oh no,
Oh,
but
the
the
wall.
R isn't enough. The R isn't enough to get over the wall. Oh no. And I think he's just gonna get drowned on it. Maybe even the wig box is enough.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
one more
looks
Q
like
should
it.
be enough, and he is going to die. Oh, that's sad. Coming from such a close fight.
In Beach,
I thought
Chandra
he
and
would have
Momo
been
have
able to
also
get
been
away for sure.
battling.
Yeah, and Beach, we have another fight. Unless.
Nice.
I mean, it's a bit of a slow burner here.
Yeah, and I don't think this is when Momo wants to fight. Like, Beach is really not the zone for Hyunwoo.
Yeah, he did try it earlier, but unfortunately, Chandra hit him with the panorama and with the F-stop as well, but couldn't land the next panorama as follow-up, so he got away.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of a stalemate again.
We have only 3 people remaining. Let's see. Oh, Chandra walks into red to get the early TP, so he doesn't need to walk through forest.
Makes
Which is
sense.
understandable, because there could be people waiting everywhere. It's fine to like waste just a few seconds of time, and he also gets a really nice TP for the CCTV, and will be able to set a vision when the others are still in forest.
So it looks like Arc will probably try to zone Momo out, so Chandra has a pretty good opportunity if he catches on to this
Ooh,
to
yeah.
Save this moment.
pressure Arc as well.
Doesn't seem like it. I think they are just
Nice.
among themselves here with this fight.
Thing is-
It all depends on Arky. If he
Oh,
wants
here
to
they
fight
go.
with, he will. Oh, this is such a good engage from Momo though, because
Momo's
with the damage
so
he's going to just sustain so much damage. He's going to stay on top of Arky. Just needs a ton of damage. He will heal up for tiny bit, but he's right next to a wall, and Momo he sees this opportunity and instantly takes it and takes down Arky.
I'm so impressed because he
Ah.
pressed CC immune at exactly the right time. Like right when the charm came out, he had it.
Yeah,
Like,
that was really clean.
this is the Hyunwoo that I remember seeing from Momo. So
Yeah.
now, here we go. The thing with Hyunwoo into Nathapon is he does have the CC immune, so he can essentially either ignore the ult or the
Yeah.
panorama. But the problem
that's
is, you
yeah.
do have to get close. And just
Exactly.
dashing in is also punishable, so... Chandra will need to poke him out as much as possible before he can approach.
Yeah, it could go either way. Like this W is just such an insane tool for Hyunwoo, because he
Save this moment.
can dodge whatever he wants to.
Yeah,
But let's see how Momo plays this.
and Momo's doing a lot of fancy
Going
footwork
very
right now.
aggressively, dashes in, does a bit of like side steps. Okay, now he needs to put his W. Oh, but no, Chandra plays this super well. He just waits. He just waits. He doesn't even pull him yet. Waits until the W is out. It is only like 0.75 seconds after all. Just plays it really
Yeah.
calm. Waits and then finishes it off.
Chandra, once again,
Very
very
clean.
patient with his panorama, and it pays off for him time and time again.
Very
It's
clean.
tough for Momo. After he misses that initial E, he doesn't get the defense shred, so it's a bit tough to keep following
Yeah,
it up, but
exactly.
he still went for it. Unfortunately, was not meant to be in this case. So that's another win for Chandra, really racking in those victory points.
Chandra should like there's no doubt that he's going to be at the top of the leaderboard now.
Yep.
And there's only just one more game remaining. This could be his tournament if he gets yet another good showing. But it is going to be super close because Arky and Elot also yet again performed really well. Same for tomorrow. Like he's always been quietly in these like 5th, 6th, 7th spots, right? With
Yep.
good amount of kills raking in.
Yeah, that's the thing about Samora. Indeed, he hasn't placed particularly high, I want to say, but he does every game. He does get some action. He does get some kills. So
Yeah.
maybe if he keeps that going for the last one as well, he might have enough points to still get it. All
Yeah,
right,
true.
time for a little bit of Excel sheets. I will say one thing I learned this game: when spectating a Shuichi, don't spectate the Shuichi himself because the screen goes everywhere.
Yeah. He's just gonna. Yeah, the camera's just gonna get all like completely shaken.
Yeah,
Ah,
well, I had the camera on Elord in the FD versus Elord fight, and that was quite something. Let's put it that way. But on the other hand, at least you also get to see uh, Elord's mechanics there, with the screen flying all over the place.
True. It was pretty close. Just a tiny bit more, and it would have been enough to kill FD.
Yeah, it was. He really. The problem in that fight, I think, was that Elord got silence at the start, and that Dylin silence not only does it a lot of damage, but it's just very potent to shut down amp
Yeah,
characters
definitely.
like Shuichi. And that gave him a lot of chip damage already. And then even though Elort hit his whole combo, FD had enough to close it out there.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, like once again, this tournament has been really, really close. Like I think for the first time now, Chandri is actually getting like a nice lead for himself. But it was only one game that he like was building this lead, and anyone could take it back. Like Elord was first the whole time. If Elord pops off again, he could take it home. Simora could take it home. Like there's a ton of people who could still take it home. It's gonna be really, really close, and we have to really, really watch these people closely and see how they do on this final lobby.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see the scores after this one because it was very close in the last one. And now Elort didn't get a lot of kills this time around, unfortunately for him.
Yeah.
And Chandra did with the win, of course. So I wonder what the lead is going to be here.
It is going to be a nail biter.
Need a couple more minutes here.
Mm. Yeah. It's
So
also gonna be interesting to see what Arki is going to do, because he did perform really well on this hard. It was the first time in this tournament, so there's a good chance he is going to keep her again. But we don't know. Like maybe he's actually going to say, okay, she's really good, but I need this character to like really close it out, or maybe against this character. Like we're going to see. But his heart definitely looked really, really strong.
yeah, I think that's a very valid point you're making. Ark having good performances on all of his characters so far really has a range to pick from here to see what he
Yeah,
wants to close it out with.
he's definitely good enough to play them all again. Like some people like prefer like if you warm up on a character, like you keep playing it. If you keep playing them in the tournament, you also like stay on the pick. Some rather like to shake it up a bit. Like you just need to try and see what works best.
Yeah, or maybe even, as I teased earlier, maybe we do get to see the crit hit.
Yo. uh,
What would you like to see? What do you think, Fishy?
it's. I think the biggest chance is that he's just gonna stay on the heart. I don't think he's gonna pick anything else than the characters he's already had so far.
I think
Not quite sure.
that's a reasonable
Um,
thing to say.
I'm also pretty sure that I don't think he's going to play the Elena again. He did lose to Chandra in the matchup. And I think the heart is a bit better in that, possibly. Not quite sure. Because you can burst him in the charm. They haven't actually fought in the last game. So I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it really could go either way, and I really have no idea. I can't peek into these players' minds. Like I'll just have to see for myself. Like, it's going to be interesting.
All right. Well, lucky for you, we got the scores coming up,
Eh,
and that means we have a little bit of speculation we can do.
Yeah.
So, 1 second here.
All right. Oh, okay. It's actually a bit different than I thought it would be.
There we go. So Chandra has a very, very solid lead going here, 20 points. But Elort and Arky are on his tail, and if they have a good if either of them have a good game, they could be right there up with him. So
Yeah.
it seems like they have at this point shaken off some of the lower competition there, which was a lot closer earlier. But it seems like they've now
Yeah.
entered the class of their own.
Yeah, actually true. Like I thought that at least Stimoro and Quilt would be a bit closer, but they actually like this top three seems to be really set in stone, at least so far. And like especially Chandra is just so high up, 20 points in front of Arky. Like he doesn't need to win this one if he just gets a good game in. And we've seen this before with these early kills. Like if he can get these early kills again, then that could already be like his victory that early. If he can get these kills, because they will be guaranteed points.
Yeah,
And he doesn't need to play for the placement.
those early kills, like you say, are very massive for his total point score as well.
Yeah, and just imagine like it's 4 points per kill, 4 points per kill, right?
It's 5 points.
Was it
per
5?
kill.
Oh, yeah, even 5. Like I think he got like at least 1 on average every game from these early kills, and that's already so many points that he just got from these early leads.
Yeah, so let's see if he can carry that over. Also, a small reminder that the prizes do go up to the top 4, so it's not like the rest don't have anything to play for anymore.
True. Especially these like with Quilt and Tomorrow being on the exact same point total, with Momo just 1 point behind them. And like all of especially like also like FD, UG, Enlightened, well, they're also like really close to that, so they could all at the very least play for the top 4.
Yeah, and who knows if any of them have a really really big pop-off game, it might still be possible to get that victory.
And like we've seen it all. Like there was like this one tournament with I think it was like Boyanj and Jenny where he got like 10 kills or something. Was like I think it was almost like 3 digits in just one game. It was crazy. Like it can still happen. It's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah,
We will just have to see.
100%.
Are we ready to start into the game?
Are we? I'm seeing a little
I'm
bit
asking,
of
I'm asking. Wait.
a little bit of a keyboard issue here in the chat.
Yeah, it seems like we kind of. Oh.
All right, we'll have to hang on here for a moment.
Yeah, it seems to be like some kind of keyboard issue. We'll just have to see. Maybe someone will have to reconnect real quick, like do it in the menus.
Yeah, we'll wait a second here until we
Okay.
get
Yeah,
confirmation.
they seem to
All
be
right, we're
ready.
good to go.
Okay.
All right, then let's get into our final game here.
All right. Let's go into the final game. Let's see what the people will pick. Like the first picks, once again, are going to be the ones that we've seen before. Oh, no. But at least 3 are already different.
I see a Bernice here, which I'm very interested in. And there's the Dagger Shukai, big
The
fan.
Dagger Shukai, he's here. Your beloved.
I do
And
like
Arkin
a
will
chef.
be on the hunt. Huh. And also, Quilt actually back on the Jackie for the first time. Like we've known him as a Jackie player, but had been playing the Alex all the time, but now does actually go back to the good old Jackie.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea because his Jackie is what historically has netted him a lot of points, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm curious to see if maybe he can, get a pop-off game here. Although that being said, of course, is Alex also performed well in these past few games.
Yeah, definitely. He's shown himself to be like, I think it was like top 5, top 6.
Yep, I think number 5
been very
was it, if I
consistent.
remember.
Yeah.
So there we
Definitely
go.
had a good showing so far. We also have Ashen on the Adela, swapping between the Rapier characters here, from the Kiara to the Adela, and Unlighted on the Emma actually. I think he had like the 1 game of Vanya and 3 of Bianca, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
And now it is going to be the Emma actually. It's also interesting.
He had a very solid run there on Bianca.
Yeah, and most importantly, Pasi yet again swapping. Like we can all agree that he has a really good like wide character pool, but so far nothing really sticked yet. So let's see if the Yuki is going to be it, because I do know that this Yuki is also really really clean. It's also a good character to rake up those kills with.
Yeah, I do remember. When was it? I think it was last season. The dual sword Yuki was his most successful ranked pick. where he told me he just like plays any character for fun, and then when he wants to gain LP, he swaps to dual sword Yuki.
The LP printer.
So let's see if that works out for him here as well. Looks like Temple
Actually looks like
is our
yeah, this
busy
looks
zone.
like the I think he's actually looking to play like the classic. Oh wait, no, I think I'm confusing this. But that's like a classic crit Yuki build that goes through Avenue at least.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, we'll have to see. It does look like a crit GS Diamond Shard Yuki though. Other than that, yeah, once again, like Arki has chosen this hard pick to be the one that will have to try and carry him through this final game. Alot, as always, on his trusty Shuichi.
Looks like
And once again, Chandri also on the Nathapan.
Chandra did tell me beforehand that he was planning to play a little bit of Sicela, but I guess you
I
don't.
think this is more of a pick, like, oh, like if it's already going like bad, like
Yes,
or something he would do in like a qualifier if he's already qualified. But like here, you're playing for the win here.
exactly.
Like,
You don't need to fix what isn't broken, so you keep the Nathapon going. I mean, these early games, like you said earlier, have been very successful. So
yeah.
let's see if he can find someone again. Yuju and Unlighted already in a bit of a scuffle here. I guess just some poking out on the
Some
hyper.
mass trading.
Let's see what our resident Shukai is doing. Got the butler suit ready.
Oh, this is gonna be spicy with the frenzy even. It's really funny.
Oh, more battles.
I
on
really
the-
hope it's going to do well. Bravery also gets like I think he ate a ton of damage on the TP because he's TPing to beach and into Daniel's deadly cut. He instantly needs to run away.
I think Yujo is kind of gatekeeping the chapel teleport the entire time that he's there, just crafting there and just hitting people when they come by.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Ashen in a battle here with Chandra. He does have
We've seen
ult.
this a lot of times before that F-stop does miss though. And I think yeah, Chandra will just go back. Like, the thing is he can do this. Like this is still a full more minute until the Sem fight, until the Sem tree for potential fight, so he can just try and get an early kill. If it doesn't, it's fine. He will get the F-stop back.
So I'm wondering, is Bravery? Oh, I think he's playing a different build this time. Yeah, he is on the Amp Chloe this time. Because
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
seeing him in Temple, which was a sign
Yeah.
that something was different.
Yeah, actually trying a new round. He's a bit late so far, but if he can manage to get his weapon here, then he should be fine. Because Passy is also here, but yeah, he will move out.
It looks like Baumi's moving in for the Temple Tree and Chandra once again for the...
They seem to be
Cemetery
rather
tree.
uncontested actually.
Yeah.
There's no one else. Same for the meteorite. It should go to Unlighted as it stands. And while the second one is in Factory, and that's where Aki is right now. Like, so far, everything just seems very, very uncontested. Oh, however, I think Yuju is moving in.
For the meteorite there?
Yeah, Yuju is moving in Factory.
I think he might be too late, but he
Okay.
does have 5
Oh no, he
stacks.
does with a Q. He instantly misses the tornado though. Aki fancy footwork, and I think. Is this enough? Is the. Oh, just barely not enough.
I am
Does it slow down? Oh.
so
That
surprised
hurt.
that
That
he
hurts.
lived.
Actually, not enough.
And now Daniel's deadly cut gets it.
Yeah. The third party finds a free meteorite.
I mean,
It was actually
Hearts-
really well played from Aki. Like, he did some really nice footwork.
yeah,
Dodged out the tornado. I think the tornado coming out a bit too early. He's
Heart-
probably like scared for the hard to jump into his fate.
I mean, it makes sense. Heart has like such a solid matchup into Zaire, I would say.
Yeah.
Looks like Bahakez is in trouble. Although they're turning it on Passy.
Yeah.
But I don't
Doesn't
think
have
Passy
to
will die here.
It's going to be scary. Yeah, thankfully the diamond sharp procs outside of the range, which means he's not gonna get slowed down. However, though, FD is now here, and he will steal the kill. Passy,
Bravery also very low.
Yuki pick, yeah, will die to Yuji as well, but yeah, just sad for Passy, will actually die. Yuki pick also just not it, gets put in this rough third-party situation and will die. Also, Baumi just deep on Ashen, just no way for him to get out either. Falls with a sewer with complete full HP.
They're still having a
Horror
bit of a
doing
fight
a lot of
here
work.
in Uptown as well. Bahakez actually really getting a lot of good damage in on FD good here.
He tries to stand his ground.
Oh, the Q3
I don't think
hit.
with this this is the choice. No, Bayek used his quick.
It is.
Yeah. Is this going to be enough? I don't know if FD would have actually made it out because he actually turned around for this fight. And then Bayek was able to cut him off with the D skill on the rapier.
Oh, it looks like
Also,
we still
Momo
have-
going in onto the sunny there, but does find the
saved by the wall.
dash. Yeah. And this wall has saved a lot of lives.
Alright, our chef is getting along here with the cooking. Not quite at 100 yet, which is very important for dagger. 100 stacks is the dagger cutoff when you can really get a good fight in. So
What's the
he'll
change again? It's the HP, right?
yeah. You also get defense. Oh no, wait. Oh, they
Defense
might
was
have
earlier.
changed it. I forget.
Yeah, defense is
Anyway, 100 stacks is pretty important. So I remember.
Yeah. Looking to fight this. He's cooking. He's cooking. Oh, he's cooking. Oh, just not quite enough.
He misclicked the drone there,
close.
unfortunately.
Yeah, he also said he didn't have the D-skill yet, so his true power is yet concealed from the world with the frenzy skill. But like, if this is 1% of his power without the frenzy, then no, he might he might be onto something.
Also, like, he did ult in the middle of that fight for the defense shred.
Over in beach, Quill did a really nice dodge, like dodged behind the nunchuck skill from Momo, then just to get the kill. Now it's still going to be him versus Barhek in this beach battle zone, while it's going to be a Daniel versus Emma over in Dock.
Oh, Chandra actually with a very, very close kill there. Onto
Chandra also
Scar.
versus Sue on another final 1v1. Like, all of these battle zones being really populated.
It's another tough matchup there for Chandra to fight the Sua. Also, Daniel's Zeddy just getting bullied out, unfortunately, in Dock.
Yeah, and
And there
will
it is.
fall to the Emma. At the same time, Quilt doesn't have his ult just yet, still tries to fight Barhek with the Stagger Jackie, dealing so much damage. Actually, also the Khan actually really helping with the slow to keep, to stay on top of this Camilla, and it is going to be enough. Without the ultimate, Quilt is able to kill Barhek.
Yeah, he did the last like secure on him was very solid. Also, Chandra does fall to Baumi there on the Sua.
Yeah. Means the battle zone is going to go to him. Did pick up the Meteorite, which is going to go into the Evening Star. Stimora also picked up the Alpha, which went into his racing helmet. And the Emma also picked up a Sultan next to their moon.
Wait, Sultan. Oh, I thought for a second you meant the accessory.
Oh, no, the turban, yeah.
No, that makes
two Sultan items.
that makes a lot more sense
Oh,
suddenly.
wait. Oh, Arg is kind of stuck in between Yuji and Momo here. Yuji misses the tornado though, and I think Momo also does not want to chase this any further. Actually, oh, pulls out the bear, tries to go in now. Diamond Shard procs already. But cannot keep going. Yuji does a nice movement, and Momo just completely falls to this poke. And now Momo is stuck in between the two of them, and I don't think this is looking good. But actually,
They're all a bit.
Yuji's R actually cuts off Barhek, which means that Momo is safe, but now Barhek just, there's no way he can run from this, tries to like somehow fight it, but will fall, which means it's a, second kill going to Yuji, but now Arki is also here, just everyone trying to fight for this tree, and Yuji will probably just TP out before he needs to waste even more time.
So that ended up surprisingly convenient for Yujo. Getting
Yeah.
pushed in there and then leaving with a
Yeah,
kill,
actually,
not
yeah.
bad.
It looked pretty bad for him in the beginning. Also good for Momo, who actually also made it out alive, just barely getting away from Allard now as well. Barely dodges the E. Like, if the E would have connected, he would have had a dagger to dash and would have died.
Looks like also a very long fight still going on here at the forest tree.
Oh yeah, like, that's a typical Emma fight, and I don't think Stimora wants to have any of that
Yeah.
anymore. Gives up the
Unfortunately,
tree to the Emma.
there's not much the Moro can do about that.
Oh, there's Chandra though. However, doesn't actually notice him. He will just walk away.
The bush is coming in clutch there.
Oh, we see another huge fight in Uptown. Daniel Sedlikat versus the Mutant Bear. oh no, the stun. Oh. Really dangerously close. And does not even get rewarded with a meteor or tree. Oh, that's just sad.
Well, Lusanide also getting
Hey,
chased
also
down right now.
Getting run down by Quilt.
Oh, the
with the
TP!
ultimate. Oh no, you
Oh, the
couldn't have
boar.
asked for a worse TP, and the ball coming in clutch.
Okay,
Oh, help Quilt get the kill.
Quill's still getting the kill. the kill he
Oh.
deserves.
And he still gets it after all. But yeah, this Jackie, now that he actually does have the sword and adorned, the accessory, like his chase is so good. There's just no way you get away from this.
Yeah, that's actually really crazy now that you mention it. Like the speed you get,
Yeah.
it's tough to get away
Chandra
from.
also gets his combo in onto JP1. JP1 is on his tight timer. Yeah, there's no way he can finish off Chandra in time. He will die.
Bernice.
And that's the second pick for Chandra. Like we've said this before. If Chandra can get these kills, this could be the tournament win for him. And he's getting closer and closer.
I do know that Jackie is a bit of a boogie matchup for Nathapon. So
Oh, Arky in the battle zone against Alot just completely evaporates. Instantly down because Alot, like, he likes to fight within these corridors where the daggers aren't split apart as much.
yeah,
It's a really quick combo, just completely assassinates him. But he's still in the same zone with Tomorrow and Momo. The diamond shot is proccing, but Momo doesn't seem to have enough damage to get the kill on Tomorrow. Will just have to leave for now, but his timer will be in a really bad spot.
Bami and Unlighted fighting outside of the battle
Oh,
zones right now.
hits a Q, hits another Q. If he can get the E now, he will get the knockup, and that should not quite enough, because the next Q will miss. I
Unlighted
think
gets
Unlighted is
one.
actually out, but no, the cook is coming in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, he's actually scared.
Oh,
He's-
here
he's
he goes,
actually
here he
scared.
goes. Problem is he
Oh.
can't really keep Sua close, so
Yeah, I think Bowie can just decide to run away. Actually, he wants to stand his ground. And now Val, with a nice D-skill, dodges behind him, gets the frenzy movement speed, but once again, just a few Qs from the sewer already spell doom for this big and beefy cook. Still gets just bursted
Chandra
down.
going after the Jackie right now.
You just
This
give
might
it
be
up,
huge
Chandra.
for him.
Getting against the killed.
There it is. That's one of his most annoying matchups out of the game now.
It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Plays a nice W so that Colt can't really run him down without getting rooted.
Give us a throw.
Also a bit unfortunate for Val there against Sua, being a notoriously very tough matchup. So even though he
Yeah,
catches
that's
him off guard, it's not enough.
Yuji's also fighting against Tomorrow, but I think he's out of movement speed. Yeah, there's no more chicken or anything.
You won't be.
Yeah, he doesn't hit the Q. No, we'll give up the chase.
It looks like there might be a little bit of a contest here for the meteorite though, as Daniel's Deadly Cut is also nearby.
I think Yuji will just TP out actually, because Wick is going to come up in Forest in half a minute. Only Enlightened is there so far, but I think Arky is also going to look into this Wick spawn.
It does look like it. Though, truly, Unlighted truly being left alone in Forest right now, but it looks like he also doesn't want to have a part in it.
Take this.
He doesn't have the quickest Wick clear,
Take
so he
this.
can't burst this on spawn.
So Wick
Yeah,
truly
he's
gonna be
also-
alone in the zone on spawn?
Yeah, he's also scared. He actually leaves the zone as well.
I guess if you don't want to contest, then it's probably not a bad idea to just go somewhere else.
Yeah, Daniel Selicat now working against the cook. Can't quite finish him off, and could this be... Oh no, does a really nice dash over the wall and will be.
Yep, very smart
Out
escape
of
from
fire's
Daniel's
way.
Deadly Cut there.
However, Val will be able to get another transition for himself, which should go into either the Pegasus or the boots with this meteorite. Looking to gear up after a long session of cooking. At the same time, Arky did get the blood, which is probably going to go into the arm piece. No, yeah. He's first gonna craft a good old cowboy hat, Star of the Wilds.
It's
and now it
important.
should be the Blood Ripper.
You have to be fashionable before you can go
Exactly.
kill people, you know?
Passion first, gets his items in. Yeah, Arky also, like, as always, looking really strong, looking well transitioned.
Oh, Elor going onto the Emma. But
Takes a lot of
Unlighted with
damage.
a very solid response to the Shuichi engage.
Oh, no, Alot going in.
Ooh, okay.
He did get polymorphed, but it's not enough time for the Emma to finish off the kill,
Yep.
and then the ult will be enough. So Alot also on his fourth kill, like, it's still so close. All of our top 3 players are still in it. Chandri's in it, Alot and Arky. That actually Daniel Selicat also fighting against Tomorrow. Once again, an early ult, and he can't put in that much damage against Tomorrow. If Tomorrow can
But he will
stay
get
in this,
out.
he doesn't have E. There's just no chase. He can't chase the Daniel down. However, he will be able to fend him off really easily.
So it looks right now for the tournament win that winning the lobby itself will be the most important decider. Because
Yeah,
everybody
definitely.
is doing... Although Elor with the amount of kills he has is already encroaching, I guess you could say.
Yes, he's doing well, but the thing is, Arky doesn't have a single kill yet. 5 transitions, but no kill. He needs them right now.
Yeah.
And also, the longer the game goes, the more guaranteed points Chandra is also going to get from the placement. So they, like, if they want to win, then they need to get Chandra out of this game. But it's going to be hard because he too knows this. Actually, look, he's in a really dangerous position here, in between of many people, but just far enough.
Skimoro doing some fancy footwork on Yu-Gi-Oh there, and he might just turn this fight around.
Oh, Val coming in.
Right, very deserved win
will
there
still
for
get the kill.
Skimoro. Great
Now
dodge.
Val trying to finish off the kill though. Net gets a nice E. Walk it off. Gets the knock up. And that will finally be his first kill. And also a ton of transitions. He's now on red shoes. Val actually suddenly also looking really strong. At the same time, Arky finishes off Daniel's deadly cut in Forest. And Chandra is moving in onto Val.
This is getting really exciting. I really like that everybody that's still in contention is alive.
Ooh.
Also happy to see that the chef is having success.
He gets so many items out of nowhere. I think he's
Fortunately-
maybe even trying to order again, because he has enough items to sell them for anything he wants to order, but he doesn't know that another pawn is close.
Yeah,
So he needs to play this slow.
I think Chandra will have to TP out of here. So Val they kinda need to handshake a bit, let's put it that way. That
Will
they
he let
both
him? I
go
think
where
he
they
will
want.
actually let him order, right?
He is.
see.
Oh,
Is Charlie going to move in? He knows. Is he going to press the R button?
I guess
Nope.
not.
No.
I think for his own safety, it's probably a good idea if he leaves soon, because Shukai, while not having a great matchup into Nathapon as Dagger, if you do get
Yeah.
hit, you will die. So let's see. Val approaching very closely right here.
Oh, he dodges the panorama. But what now? Like the zone is going red, and they both know that they
So it looks
they
like
won't let each other TP. So will they actually fight this out?
Chandra has to back off here.
Oh, but he keeps going back in. He's trying to get this fight done, but he's taking so much damage, and the ultimate is
He
just
will
not
get the
going to
win.
be enough. He will die. I wonder what would have happened if he actually just tried to TP out. Would Chandra have let him
I think
for the sake of his time, or would he have tried to kill him? I'm actually not quite sure. Oh,
I-
but most importantly, Arky is actually fighting against Alot, and
they
does
both back off.
dodge the majority of Alot's ult damage with his own R, and gets away.
That is Shuichi's
It was
trouble.
really close.
Shuichi gets heart, it's tough because once you press alt, hearts does the same, and then there goes all your damage.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be close. Because Alot really needs every single kill here.
Everybody's also very close up
Yeah.
right now, very bunched up.
And Chandra is just really, really happy to he already has 4 kills and top 4. It's more than he even needed to possibly win this whole thing. Like everything that he can get now is just a plus on top. And Alot knows this. He needs to get this kill. Like he needs to get Chandra down if he wants to win this tournament.
The thing for Elord is as well, he's faster, but also
Oh,
he has
nice
a-
dodge, nice dodge. Dodge 3 skill. Also gets the W out of the way.
I'm surprised Elord doesn't jump on that because he has a very good matchup into Nathapon.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Panorama
that's big.
also out, and now he
That's
can
it.
go in, now he can go in. Yeah,
Okay.
that is going to be a quick assassination. Very, very well played from Alot.
So what
Placing on
Chandra,
the cooldowns.
Chandra needs Arc and
Ooh.
Elord to die to not get first place, basically.
Yeah. I
And-
actually don't think that Arc is the biggest problem. I think it's literally just about getting as many kills from himself as he can.
That's also true. Let's see. And of course, Arc has to win at this point, I think. And Elord,
Yeah. He only
Elord
has
is
one kill.
actually in a very good spot right now. If he can get
He is.
one more
He
kill and a
definitely
bit
is.
more placement.
It's going to be so close. Every kill is going to count. Baumi at the same time also fighting against Momo, dealing so much damage onto this Piolo. But now Piolo, he has his Vampiric stacks up. He's going to lifesteal quite a bit. Oh, never mind. Playing on Diamond Shard. I'm sorry. But does just fall to the third party, and that is huge for Arky. This is exactly what he needed.
Another third
It's a
party coming
perfect
in.
opportunity to get another kill.
So here's the thing. I would say
Ah,
this might be tough for Elord, this final zone. Like these characters. Although Baumi also, I would say this final zone does not favor Sua. To put it lightly, with all the corners that are here.
yeah, definitely. But it looks like they will still fight against each other. Like no one wants to fight Elon, actually.
The power of music.
Because an early W doesn't get much out of it. Now can actually play around the corner, as you said. This is really annoying for the sewer, but does still get a knock up into the D skill, and that's so much damage.
Oh my god!
Just the corners from the Q are enough, and Baumi gets the kill.
The bookmark's really doing all the work there. Jesus.
Yeah, just the bookmark activation. Like, once again, it doesn't matter. Like, the center doesn't deal that much more damage. It's just about the stun. And just hitting the corner of the Q is still enough. Just so much damage coming out. I don't think that Aki saw this coming, and Baumi actually just completely grabs this kill, and Aki's out. Now it's all for Elord. Like, Elord, can he win this final 1v1 against Baumi?
Baumi doesn't have Queen of Hearts, crucially. So he will be a little bit... He will still have like higher cooldowns than you would like as Sua at this stage of the game. But of course, both of their items are very solid, and both of their timers are as well. So this will be interesting. Actually, I don't really know how this matchup works, so I'm very curious to see how this plays out.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the wire. Actually, Baumi's actually walking to the other zone.
Baumi does have traps. Okay, this is kind of funny, to be honest. So,
he's...
Elord needs EMP drones, but he does not have credits. So I think Baumi might just win this off of trap placements. Good start from
Already
Baumi.
gets a good combo in. Already a ton of damage. Now Elord, this combo needs to be enough, but
Oh,
no.
Baumi played
No.
that very well. He did like...
A really sweet E. Actually, yeah, kind of even gambles for where he needs to dash.
Yeah, he
But
did
actually
like...
sees it coming really well. Like, well played.
Exactly.
It's a really nice dash. The knockup is exactly enough to make sure that Elord cannot pick the other daggers up. And that means Baumi takes our 5th and last game home with 4 kills. Well played.
That was a... Yeah, big plus for Baumi there. I'm impressed at how he played that. He did like exactly what he had to do there. And also, I'm surprised that Elord still managed to do that much damage, to be honest. I've always... Shuichi always surprises me, let's put it that way. Alright, well that wraps
Yeah,
up the
definitely.
final game.
Whew.
Very exciting. Let me get to the scores then.
Going to be the long drum roll.
What do
Because I
you...
really don't know. It could be really close. Like, we're sure it's between Elord and Chandra, right? Because
Essentially, yes.
Elord and Arki were like really close together, but Elord got like more points than Arki in this one. But the question is it enough to catch up to Chandra? The thing is, Chandra did get 4 kills, and that's a lot. That's really a lot.
Yes. Chandra did get some good points here for himself. Elord as well. I see that second place placement does also give a very good amount of points. This might just be a lot, like, this might come down, like, really close to the wire. So let's have a
I'm
look.
not gonna say anything just yet. We will just have to wait, see it. But yeah, really sad for Elord, because I think we will see. Because if he can't make it, then maybe the first place could have been the tiebreaker, but he did what he could. He still played really, really well. He had a lot of times where he really showed up. Just in general, like, really everyone here really, really showed themselves in a good spotlight.
Yeah.
Like, even the players that didn't finish off at the absolute top still had like a ton of really good fights. For example, like if he might have like died early here and never like won a lobby, but he always like performed well. He always had like a good amount of like nice outplays. You really see these players like show what they've learned on their characters.
Yeah. I also like, I appreciate the character variety, for example, from JP1.
Oh, definitely.
Unfortunately, he ran into Chandra there in the last game, which is, of course, for Bernice a very, very tough matchup to escape.
Yeah. But just in general, like there was no character that had been played more than twice, right? In the same lobby. Like not even twice, barely. Like we've barely had characters that have been played twice.
Wait, what do you
I think
mean?
like duplicates. Like I don't think like within this lobby, for example, there was like no
between
character
players.
that's been,
Yeah.
no character has been played twice at the same time.
I
I think like not even at all, like or at least barely.
I cannot name an example of it, at least. So
Yeah, same. Like it's nice to see, definitely.
yes, I agree. And it was this game very exciting with it really coming down to the wire. Everybody there at the end, still in the top 5. So I wonder how the placement points here also affect that, because top 5 also already gives like a solid amount of points, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you think, Fishy? You have a, do
I
you have a
think-
guess?
I will guess that Chandra has it, but I don't want to celebrate early. You'll just have to see.
Celebrate.
Is
Is that
but yeah,
bias that I detect there, sir?
that was an objective celebration. Because if
That's-
there's a winner, we need to celebrate the winner.
You know
That's
what?
just
You're
how it
right.
goes. It's true.
It's okay. I'm just trying to create drama here because that's the only thing. That's what grabs the viewers.
Nah, you can't cancel me. No, no, no. You can try your best.
So nice. I invite you to cast. You help me out a lot, and then I cancel you at the end of it.
Oh, I see how it goes. Ah.
All right, we're getting into the finishing parts of the scores here, so hang tight.
Mm.
I do already want to say I want to thank everybody that came to watch and that came to play. I do appreciate the support and the participation. Like I said before, this is my first tournament, so I had a lot of fun. And some difficulty as well, but mostly
It's still
fun.
nice to see like a more or less of like a more of a display for solos as well.
Yeah, true.
Always nice.
I've complained about this a lot, in that we don't see a lot of like solos tournaments.
If you want solos that bad, why don't you host it yourself?
True.
And there we are. Yeah, I think it's always nice to have a bit of everything.
Yeah, I agree. I really like one of my favorite parts at the moment of the game is just being able to watch ERM, for example, because I just enjoy watching solos. It's just so action packed, fun.
Yeah,
Players are
definitely.
good. It's just a good time overall. All right, really finishing touches here. Hang tight.
Did you actually see there was like a an interview that Shuvi and Circadia made together with G-Rock, which is
They
really nice.
did.
Yeah, they made an interview with him, like what it's like for him to like come back into the scene again after taking a short break and what he thinks about the game and stuff. He
Mhm.
also had like some spicy leaks or like what he's trying to play soon, because he might actually try and pick up Shuichi for duos a bit more, for example, or like Elena instead of the usual Laura pick, for example. That'd be interesting to see.
What I want to see is some Shukai from G-Work.
You
And
know?
you know what? I won't hear anything from him until he does that.
Until then, he's dead to me. G-Work who?
So true. All right,
Can't even look.
I do have the final results here, and I will say, I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was.
All right, then let's see it.
So that, I'm sorry, I guess that kind of spoils it by itself. But here we are. Oh, I didn't swap to the discussion screen. Well, perfectly in time. There it is. Chandra does win the tournament, 136 points. And Elort and Arki very close, but no cigar, I guess, unfortunately.
But also like very close in between the two of them. Just 5 points between Elot and Arki. Those three like kind of climbing the podium, with once again Chandra taking it home with almost a 20-point lead, which was about to be expected after like he did win 2 rounds, right? 2 full games.
Chandra, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he won game 3
Like
and
once
4.
again, yeah, a really good showing from him. And yeah, also congratulations to Elot, Arki, as well as Bomi, who is also within the range of the top 4.
Yep, I'll be there with a crucial win for the
Yeah,
comeback.
actually an absolute clutch win. Like he was not on the radar just yet of like the top 5 top picks, and then did a really nice comeback and just clutched it out in the end, which with a really nice final win. And once again, like also really nice play. Like we said it before, it was a really clean play with the E
Yep,
against Elot, and that was
definitely,
exactly enough to finish it out.
definitely a deserved win there in the final game for
Yeah.
Baumi. And yeah, there you go. It pays off. Also, I do like that it's very close behind there as well, with up until Stimoro and even Yujo there. A very tight race for fourth.
Yeah, definitely. Like once again, just shows how competitive these lobbies were. It's always nice to see.
Yep. So I would just want to once again, real quick, let me just remove the scores so that it doesn't show a different part. I just want to really quickly say thank you for watching. If you do have feedback, let me know. I will go back through the chat logs later, but you can also send me a message personally. And now we will have a quick look. I don't know if Chandra is interested in a small interview. We'll see. We'll hang on, and if not, then that will be it.
Mhm.
So sit tight for a second. I'm happy we got a lot of good games today. A lot of very like talented, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't know how to put it. Plays from everybody, especially Momo as well. I want to highlight one more time. I think we saw a lot
Yeah.
of good plays from it, even though it didn't
Yes.
end up in the best way for him
Yeah.
every time, but it was still a
Someone
good
actually
showing.
said it in chat right now. He managed to get a 5th place with 2 0-point games, which is also a really clean comeback, actually.
True.
He did pop off. It's nice to see.
That's a good point. Still waiting here for a second. All right. It looks like Chandra does not want to interview, which is fine.
Yeah,
Then
but
we'll
once
just
again,
leave it at that.
huge congratulations to you, Chandra.
Yeah,
For
congratulations, Chandra.
DW.
Very
And-
deserved victory. Well played all around. As expected of my favorite Nathapon, no bias.
Ooh. I see how it is.
So this was all rigged.
No love for one circle.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If one circle was European, I would maybe change my mind.
I see.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching once again.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, have a nice rest of the evening. And if you can and maybe want to, Duos is open right now, so queue Duos. You can also have fun playing Eternal Return.
Aw.
All right, good night.